Initiating match.
Good morning and welcome everyone to the Chicago Overwatch East City Gauntlet 2 Grand Finals. We got Team Polar Vortex, Team insOmnics. I'm Randy Valor. I'm joined here with Blitzbolt, my good friend Blitzbolt. How are you?
I'm pretty good. I see we're getting straight into the thick of things. We're already loaded into the mecha bays here on Busan. This is going to be quite a match, isn't it, Randy?
Absolutely. We got two, well, the only two teams, but two very good teams nonetheless who've received some great coaching courtesy of our good friends here who have volunteered to help both teams get up to speed for this grand final, and they are ready to put all that practice to the test. We have Polar Vortex versus the insOmnics here on Busan.
For sure, this is the first season of the WCG and plan that we're planning to stick with. But we had the teams actually be coached by very high-ranked players and coaches. So this is quite exciting. We're gonna see how they've leveled up across the last couple weeks. See how that works out as the two teams are rolling out in the mecha base. insOmnics versus the Polar Vortex. What a cold winter as they move in. Right now this bubble already expanded, looking to get that advantage. Taking a lot of damage on the rat, gonna be healed right back up. Reaper, push going down on the left is a flash, and Wolf takes him down fast. The Mortality Field is gonna go down as well as they try to push their advantage. Violence is taking down another one, and the insOmnics are taking the advantage in this first fight.
Yeah, absolutely. It's very difficult to come back from once you lose that early first pick. You're gonna see the insOmnics picking up this first pick.
It's definitely making a strong statement at the very beginning, looking to push their advantage again. Bubbles expanded as well.
Kieran with the shadow already up. Gonna look for his opportunity here. Immortality Field is so.
I'm trying to get it. The nano coming out.
Oh, he gets slept?
Yes, the Ana, but not.
Oh, and here we go. Polar Vortex is on the offensive.
And they're doing it again. Polar Vortex now 3 down, and it's gonna be just a little cleanup now. Gecko, last of his kind, gonna fall down on the point. Only 29%. Pretty strong comeback from the Polar Vortex.
Absolutely, and here we go. Momentum is shifting very rapidly here. Wolf looking for that quick early pickup from that window. Cheeky move there.
Very nice. Nothing's gonna come out of it though. Now the Dragon look for the shadow. He's gonna do it from inside the grab. He's not gonna do that, but the Dragon beat it as well. Sunshine trying to keep everybody up. Mudtruck actually with the reverse Dragon is gonna be the one to find somebody, and that's a shutdown push. And Mudtruck just does it again, taking down Jellygato on the Batiste, and he's looking for more. He's hungry, but Wolf, that pick on Bush might spell demise, as now with this kind of advantage, insOmnics could look to do it again. It's exciting. Who's gonna take it? Nobody. They're just gonna leave. Meanwhile, Dirt Shatter comes out in the red with a suicidal pin. Actually makes it out of it. Takes him down. Polar Vortex doing it.
Very nicely done. And you saw Mudtruck there with that counter Dragon just going through that hallway, pressuring them out, zoning them out, but not allowing them to push, along with the deep committed by Sunshine there. Very well done, very good hold there, winning that fight for him. Grab comes out.
Dangerous grab though, off right in front of Batiste's window, means that they can't even try and capitalize from it, or they're gonna get shredded, and they are Kieran taking down 2, but Mudtruck making a strong statement, trying to answer it. But right now, the insOmnics had the advantage. They're pushing out. They've got the Batiste. They still got Immortality Field. They're gonna try and make this happen. Wolf taking the duel. This is a tale of 2 Hanzos.
Ooh, nice shot. Clean up
What
duty here.
Shot. And they clean up. They are going to. This is going back and forth already. It's gonna be a pretty even match, I'm thinking, Randy.
Yeah, momentum is going back and forth, and here it comes insOmnics already back onto the defensive side. You're taking that space, asserting their dominance over this hallway. Pushing in deep is Kieran here. Lots of ults on the side of insOmnics as well. Going aggressively for Mudtruck, and Polar Vortex is firmly back up in defense here.
Yeah, definitely. And they are making those ults count, and they're keeping on making them build. Because even when you finish a push, you've got your ultimates, but then you try to go forward, you push that advantage, you get more and more. Underneath. Oh boy, the Earth Shatter are gonna fall down! And the grab, and the Dragon. What more are you gonna put down?
Easy.
That's 3 ultimates.
3 ultimates committed, but That was a completely dry push, I think, by the Polar Vortex there. They'll have the advantage at ult coming in the next fight.
Yeah, if I were them, I'd be happy with what you gotten. You definitely have a last fight. Pancakes with the beat is going to have to be the deciding factors if the insOmnics are going to take this first point on the first map in the first best
Very
three.
close to Earth Shatter here, looking for his opportunity. He's gonna need it.
The rat looking for something here.
Oh, here comes the
Okay, so well, King's in the shadows block but to go down. The dragon's gonna go down as well. Nothing from it. Kieran antied and shredded fast. Mudtruck with the 3K. Gonna look for it. Silence, can you be true to your name? Can you take them all down? No, you cannot. He's gonna go down. Wolf looking for something as well.
They expended beat there. They didn't need to do that.
This might bite them in the butt.
5% here. Lucio's Pancakes coming in for contest.
Rollout comes in. Can Pancakes manage to stall this? The Wrecking Ball as well from Kieran, but the rat already taking one down. Debitist window just not gonna do enough. Mudtruck coming back to the transfer as well. Can the Highness save it?
Violence is picking up with his ult.
That's 2 picks. The grab is completely. Oh, never mind. Violence walks right into it. But it's just Kieran on the Wrecking Ball. This looks like they might do it. Wolf definitely not giving up. Looking to go for it, but Ellie with the 3K on the Zarya. And this is gonna be it for the first point. Polar Vortex, after a bit of a struggle, takes the first.
What an incredibly close first match here, or first point on this first match. Now, just a reminder for everyone at home, this is a best of 3 of 3. So, that means, you know, you win 2 maps, you move on to the next set of 3. So, you gotta win 2 best of 3s to win the whole thing. Does that make sense to you, Blitzbolt?
It definitely makes sense
It
to
makes
me.
sense to me.
All
right.
Might be here for 9 maps. This might be a long day, and looking how this first point went, this might really be a long day.
Round 2. Capture the
Absolutely. And
Junkrat from both. Like to see that. Like to see the rat. We never get to see him anymore. What a price track, already 22% for the rat. He might be looking for a fast Earth Shatter here on this point. Teams are dancing around that big taiko drum in the middle, but they're going fast, and they're going hard. insOmnics don't let the Polar Vortex any room to breathe. They're already taking the first fight.
Wolf already showing both these Hanzos on both teams looking for very aggressive plays here. They're looking for the 1v1.
My ultimate is charged.
This is gonna be
Wisely backing up here.
Yeah, Mudtruck and Wolf both really favoring the Hanzo in these compositions. Very excited to see them duel. The Immortality Field gonna go down, not gonna save Kieran, however. What a shatter!
That shot's coming from the rat. Here we go.
Gigantic shatter, and that's just clean it up, baby. They're all down. Take the point. And this is a bit of a mirror of the last point as well. insOmnics comes out strong in the first fight, but then, you know, all it takes is one ultimate, and here we are back at it.
Good to see Earth Shatter finally start to hit some things here. Looks like Kieran is coming up on his Earth Shatter of his own here. This Junkrat might be the difference though for the Vortex. Lots of damage, way more damage on their end. Burst damage that is coming from those Junkrat grenades and that mine. Kieran looking for a play. insOmnics trying to find their opening.
Bosch can manage to get the Riptide fast as well. That is an easy 5-win condition. The Dragon gonna come out, zone them right out, and actually gonna pick up
3.
And there's a charge. The rat goes for it. Stays alive. Good healing from the support line. They've done it again. They've only expended 1 ultimate, and now we can see a nano. You can run out the Reinhardt with it. You can see the Riptide almost online, and Bosch, you know, when that thing goes boom, just about over, isn't it?
Yeah, Polar Vortex looking very strong here on the second point of Busan. Ultimate's coming up on the side of insOmnics. Let's see if they can do it. Big nade!
That Dragon, is that gonna do it? They don't have Immortality Field. They do have the beats. I don't think that's enough.
Oh, they're committing the shatter as well.
And Sunshine going down, and that should be enough. Slow your horses. You've got it, insOmnics. Taking them down, and here it is. Wolf with the headshot to close it out. insOmnics have a tough road ahead of them, but definitely a traversable one.
So I think this next fight's going to hinge on this Junkrat. I think they're going to try to charge grab and go for that mine, or for the Junkrat tire. 2 combo with it, but Pancakes does have that sound barrier online.
Sound barrier
all
will
that
have to
damage.
be, will have to be perfectly timed. The Riptide has a lot of burst damage, and at one moment, here comes a push.
Oh, the shatter comes down.
Another
There's the grab. Oh my god, the rat!
Oh, that was messy. That was crafty. No, I did not see that.
Oh my god. Pancakes went for the beat when the grab came out. Very wisely saved it after the shatter, and then Rat just comes out of nowhere, charges her, and just kills her before the beat comes out, cancels the beat.
Very solid play from the Rat. And now that they've taken it, they don't have ultimates. Well, Violence does have the high noon. The high noon might be
Oh, the
necessary.
charge!
That's a good pick. That's a good pick. insOmnics can still do it. Bosch not going down without a fight, and it's back and forth. Both teams looking to get the advantage on this point. insOmnics look poised to take it, but it will cause Mudtrack already with the first pick. Polar Vortex is not giving up.
They're already coming back to the stall.
The Red now on the Wrecking Ball, looking to make it fast there. And look at Sunshine in the backline, looking to get fixed and finish this fight earlier rather than later. Ellie already trying, taking down Case of Wolf. Everybody's low. This is anybody's fight as we speak. Both teams still looking around. Here comes the Graviton Surge though. That's two. Sorry, Bubble, perfect keeping 4 o'clock alive though. And now with the Nano, Ellie might actually be the difference maker. That's a lot of damage. Mudtrack taking down his counterpart in Violence. And Ellie again on the point, just cleaning house.
Ellie is cleaning house.
Laser takes everybody down. That's the 3K, and it's only one left on the point. I don't think the Kirin might be enough, but he's staying alive. I'm actually impressed. And he stays alive long enough to come in. However,
I'm coming out. Oh my god.
They keep coming. They keep coming. They can't manage to clean up the fight.
Oh,
they do.
there it is.
Off the point, Polar Vortex taking the first map in Busan. Quite exciting start of the day, isn't it?
What an exciting start to the day. Good morning, wake up, smell the coffee. Back and forth all match long, but Polar Vortex able to secure this win with some very strong individual plays, but all great chemistry team terms. I think we can see how much the 2 weeks of coaching and scrimming has done for both of these teams. Lots of coordinated gameplay, lots of great plays. Those of you that do not know, WCG is a mixed SR league. These teams are not pre-made. They are selected by tournament organizers to ensure balanced teams. We got a mix of players from all different skill ranges, and it's great to see how competitive this first match is as we move on to our next map. It's going to be Temple of Anubis. So, anything that you saw, Blitzbolt, that you wanted to point out on in terms of how both teams played, and what do you think Polar Vortex did that helped them get over insOmnics? So to me, it seemed like both teams were pretty much even in a lot of these fights and a lot of these points.
They were definitely even. I think Polar Vortex were slightly better at managing their ultimates. However, I did see insOmnics. Very often they would expend more ultimates that they needed to win a fight, and that would end up, backfiring in the next fight. Polar Vortex would come in with a larger ultimate bank and take it back again. I was just definitely impressed by Ellie on the Zarya. We saw him light up the kill feed more than once. I want to see more of that.
Yeah, absolutely. The Ryan Zarya tank combination is coming out to play here, and you can see how different. I don't know. I personally have not played too much Overwatch very recently, so I am a little
traitor.
I'm a little rusty on the meta, but it's good to see Ryan Zarya come back. Just personally, it's good to see for me.
All right, now that we're in break,
go ahead.
It's the perfect time for the Blitzball crash course. All right, I got you, right? You see, you're not playing.
Knowledge.
I got you. Here's the knowledge. The knowledge right now.
Now
my informants up in the upper echelons of Overwatch gameplay. What I've gathered
spies
from
in Overwatch
my
headquarters.
spies, yes. In the Overwatch, my spies in the Overwatch League teams, of course. My extensive network is telling me. Ryan Diva, Lucio, choice of Moira or Brigida, and then Brawl DPS. So that might be a Reaper, that might be a Mei, That might be sometimes a Fire Mercy comes out as well. You know, Fire Mercy's immortal. Can never take him out.
Oh, we love to hear that. You know me, I am a
I know you.
aura enthusiast. It's good to hear that.
A Farah, oh, you know, Farah connoisseur.
Ready.
Only people with a certain fine taste can appreciate the better things in life, such as a sweet direct on an enemy Farah.
Oh, absolutely.
But
Finest things.
we're not seeing that.
No, we're
And
seeing
I
Double
expect it
Shield
not to
come
see-
out on Temple of Anubis here.
Yeah. So double shield. You must remember also that this kind of new meta that I just told you about, that I just gave you the crash course about. It's a new meta.
Yeah, absolutely. There was a new patch that came
It's
out
very recent.
very recently.
So teams might not be as practiced on it, and I think they're making the right choice in sticking to what they know as opposed to trying to do something because pro players are doing it. I respect it. We see the double shield. We see the Junkrat
brawler.
Torb. On the other side, you do see
Early
more,
pick.
yeah, the divey composition with the ball Diva as well. May, very powerful DPS, but that first pick already gonna stop them dead in their tracks. Kieran looking to get a better position, goes for the rollout. Nothing gonna be gained from that. As Wolf again looking for those picks, but that's gonna be so much tougher with a Sigma and a Reiner shield in the way.
Yeah, and that Torberg turret is actually keeping Kieran at bay here, taking some damage coming into this fight here. Ice Block does come out, or Ice Wall does come out from life. Oh, another nice charge from the Rat. This man is a madman.
Red, the absolute madman, goes for another charge. He's gonna pay his life for it, but the fight is over and they've already won it. Now, if the insOmnics
By your side.
can manage to take this next fight before the Rat is back, that might be what they need to do to just crack open this point to get that opening that they're looking for. But right now,
oh, that's another big pick. 4 o'clock.
that's
down
gonna
2 right now.
happen. That's gonna happen without one of these shields. Wolf taking a huge pick on 4 o'clock. Now taking the 65. Gecko on the Diva looking for something more. They're gonna dive him down. Now that the immortality field is down, he's gonna lose his mech for it. Kill's definitely going the way of insOmnics. That dragon is gonna force the rest of his team on the back of the point. They're safe, but they're crumbled up. Kieran taking down Elio as well, and down he goes for the dive. That charge not gonna quite get him. Multicore comes down. Pancake's gonna be the first one to fall to it. Now Mudtruck in a little bit of a fight with a baby Diva, not gonna be able to win it. And now, oh,
He got 1 HP.
he's staying alive. He makes it out with the overload. Gonna look to save his team, but Wolf, he's getting work done. That 1 HP is not gonna last long now, is it? The Red, however,
God,
gets
oh
nano
my
and
God,
goes
the
for it.
wall!
He's shadows, but now he's frozen. He can't play the game, the Rat. He's frozen. He's gonna get frozen again and eventually go down soon, surely. The Rat actually staying alive. This is a miracle, but Kieran finally finishes it up. Spins to win a little bit. insOmnics gonna take the point after a much suffered fight. They're gonna go and now take the shot at point B.
Now you gotta notice here, Bosch is still in. Sunshine is probably gonna go down here, and insOmnics are already on their way. Bosch is behind them.
Bosch in the-
He's gonna
Bosch in
go
the
down.
back line.
It's gonna be a
I think he's still
64
got
going
the
in
spawn.
second point. This is gonna be a straight roll.
Yeah, they got the spawns though. With those fast spawns, Bosch now with a rip tire might be exactly what's needed. Mudtruck taking down Gecko's mech is a little bit. Bosch actually in the backline looking to get something on before using the rip tire. With the rip tire taking down 2. And now 4 o'clock with this clutch mercy switch. Gonna res Sunshine on the Batiste. And Bosch does it again. He just jumps in with a concussion mine. Takes another one down. The 3K to save the point. No ticks whatsoever.
That is not what I expected to happen, but holy cow, good on Polar Vortex for keeping it together and taking that point back on him in a very dire situation. Lots
Definitely
of huge plays. Mudtruck coming up on this molten core yet again.
Yeah, the Red going for another one of those signature aggressive plays. Gonna get taken down for it. Ellie's Davidic Flux not finding anything.
Oh,
Fields
nice,
the bomb.
nice shield.
Nice one, but Sunshine still goes down. And now Wolf playing a little bit of aim trainers, just sitting still, taking down Bosch. And now it's a 6-3. Nothing you can do
Gotta watch
about
out for
that.
Earth Shatter.
I don't think. Can they take
Oh,
it again?
molten core's gonna split them. Here comes the shatter.
Mudtruck manages to find Pancake with the molten core, but I don't know if that's enough. This time the advantage is so large. The rat getting res, getting bubbled and swinging away. Heard him managing to take down 4 o'clock. That Mercy missing might be a little bit of a problem, but the rat swings away, takes down 2 again. How do they do it?
Still no ticks here for insOmnics. These fights, they gotta close them out. I don't know what is going on. It looks like they firmly won, and then now they're on the back pedal again. The rat charging in, though. Gotta be very, very careful.
Mudtruck with a hammer kill.
With the hammer.
Do that. Don't do that to him.
I don't know if that's gonna fight them.
Just might violence finding 1 kill, and
no.
now the freeze actually finding the rat. The rat's gonna get frozen, and here's Kieran trying to take him down. Doesn't. The pocket is so strong, but Ellie falling as well. Is going to be an opening for the insOmnics. Gecko, nice couple pickups as they manage to speed in. Kieran does again.
Gonna take out the turret.
At the very least. And now it's Mudtruck versus the world with his Pocket Mercy. Oh, the Pocket Mercy's gonna get down real fast. Ellie finding a pick. Surely they can't do that again, can they, Randy? But now it looks like... I don't know, it looks like insOmnics have it.
Here comes the shatter! It's humongous!
There's no follow-up. Nobody else is alive on the team. He goes for the charge, gets taken down by Kizzlewolf. Nice beat from Sunshine, trying to keep it alive. The beat is gonna allow Clock to get the red again. The red is immortal. He's gonna keep swinging away, but insOmnics are keeping it alive. They keep getting the picks. They just can never manage to clean it up. The red swinging out of Jelligato, taking her down. Looking for another charge. Not gonna quite find it this time, but he stays alive again and again. Every single time it looks like insOmnics having Mudtruck with a double hammer.
This man does not care. I don't know, you know, they need to kill 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock has res the rat in the middle of every single one of the last 3 fights, and that has just completely swung the momentum, having that Reinhardt back into play. They've already, you know, insOmnics already expending all of their resources into that fight, and then the Ryan's back. You see scouting out.
Almost.
By Bosch, almost taking him down. 4 o'clock in a dangerous situation, and here comes what probably is the last push here for insOmnics. Already getting that quick early.
Yeah, quick early.
4 o'clock, here we go.
It's gonna be something good to start it off. Ellie manages to get it out of the Dragon Strike. Here it is. There's some picks. We've seen this movie before though. The Earth Shatter gonna get cancelled. Very nice from Gecko, but Mudtruck getting the first pick.
Team Molten Core is just up every single one of these fights. Mudtruck doing so much damage, getting so much ult charge.
He is, but this time it looks like they're gonna take it. 2 ticks, almost 3. Bosch falling to the bomb, but here is a shielded rat coming in on the Wrecking Ball. Gonna get absolutely focused down. The Coalescence gonna do so much.
It, right? This has to be it. There's no way.
Surely, Randy, right? Well, they've done it. They've done it. We can all breathe a sigh of relief after fighting so hard. The insOmnics managed to clean it up. They take both of the points. No time back whatsoever. Again, this is something that's gonna be good. Polar Vortex, they can try and take it fast and then just clean it up with a final overtime push. But the insOmnics pull it together, maybe on the defense. That's still pretty good.
I don't know. I have no predictions at this point, man. Both these teams, they're like neck and neck. insOmnics just getting this quick early aggression, getting these picks super early, and I thought they had the point like 3 times, man. I don't know exactly at what point or what specific play, but I'm gonna give the credit to the Mercy res being the difference maker there. You know, putting that Ryan back up, right back in the middle of a fight where everything is just starting to break down is so strong. He's just swinging that hammer, and Mudtruck had Molten Core up, I think, every single one of those fights.
Yeah, I gotta say, the support line, props to him on Polar Vortex. Even when 4 o'clock wasn't going for those, you know, for those crazy reses, I remember seeing Sunshine beat 4 o'clock so that he could get the res. And it was just fantastic to watch. It looked like, I think, it was a bit of both, right? It was a bit of insOmnics having trouble closing down fights and actually like the final phases of a fight, focusing down on the last remaining targets. But on the other side, Polar Vortex never gives up.
They just never give up. I gotta give it to him. And a little bit of a team composition switch here, obviously, on defense here for insOmnics. The first time we're going to see the double shield coming out on their end.
The classic, isn't it? The Moira, the Batiste, Queso Wolf going down fast with those.
Oh, you don't want to be in there with the Mei and the Junkrat raining down fire.
Bush looking to get on the point, but nice build from Queso
The
Wolf.
rat with the aggressive charge, and again, he's going to get punished by the
Dangerous.
Arista.
That's dangerous. Risa, very nice work from Kieran, eating that charge and stopping him dead in his tracks. Gonna take him down. And now,
there she is.
oh, there she is. There's the love. Farah coming down, and it tail all this time. Farah over Junkrat. Can we see it again? Kieran, nice pick onto Ellie though. If the insOmnics manage to get back, we just saw 4 o'clock. Just say hi. Kieran, they just pass each other on the staircase. Good day.
Oh, Fast has to be careful here. Oh, he's gonna go down.
Yeah, Mudtruck, that is a lot of damage coming out from the sky. Nice move to do more. Getting shot, but gonna fall down. Looks like a little bit of a grounded. Farah, 4 o'clock, looking for something more. That grenade is gonna become instrumental in these fights. And it's a nice heal.
Look at that
Very
shatter.
nice shatter by the rat. Gonna just, I think it's gonna close it out. I think that shatter was a difference maker now. They're going into point 2. Now, normally, on point B, you have a much harder time making the fire work, especially without a Pocket Mercy. But you know when you just keep that fire no matter what? When you've got the barrage. That barrage can be enormous. They manage to snowball the second point.
Nah,
When you look at the
as
ultimate
a
ban,
fair connoisseur, I personally love this point. On
love this point.
If I'm playing defense, or if I'm playing, yeah, either way, more so on defense.
Mudtruck switch. Mudtruck actually doesn't even go for the barrage.
But you see them here taking this hard left. Disengage, no ultimate for yet.
Yeah, the mortality gonna do a lot. Nice beat, gonna save him from the gravitic slugs.
Oh, look at that placement of the window.
Nice. Very nice window, gonna do enough. Just shooting down in that choke. There's nothing that a Polar Vortex can do. They can't get out. Good.
Gato with a nice window.
Yeah.
Just amplifying all of that damage in the wall by violence to stop them from backpedaling into that room. Very
3
nicely
ultimates
done.
expended. 3 ultimates expended, which might, backfire again. But Pancake's coming up on the Coalescence. When you're playing against a Ryan Zarya, Ryan Diva kind of composition, or Brawl composition in general, Coalescence does a lot. It keeps your entire team alive if you're bunched up, and it will also damage so much.
Looking for
Balance. He's looking for the
snowball.
There comes Snowball. Gonna be getting a lot of value. I think Rat stopped dead in his tracks again while charging. And that is exactly what you want to see. They use those 2 ultimates, and while they're using those 2 ultimates, not only do they win the fight, but they allow the rest of their team to build up their own. So Security now almost on the Earth Shatter. Case Wolf, nice discipline, keeping the high noon. We've seen them having issues with being disciplined with their ultimate and actually getting the full value that they can out of it and snowballing and cycling their ult economy as well as they can. But they're fixing it, and we love to see that.
You gotta keep an eye out for Bosch here with the Death Blossom coming online. Mudtruck also has 12 p.m. It's gonna be high noon here. Let's see if they can close it out with this push here.
It's only 11 in Chicago, but can the 12 p.m. make the difference? See the first one coming out. There's gonna be Case Wolves. Just gonna do a little bit of zoning.
Oh,
Actually,
he
no,
takes out Bosch!
There is no die to be had there. Another 12 p.m. But he's just staring at a shield. Never mind. Gecko gonna fall through the cracks and the red.
That's a big anti too. Wait a minute.
Never mind.
Oh, the cancel!
The Earth Shatter going down. Mudtruck with the flash. This is so big.
It's
another
not
empty
gonna be
nade.
enough. Is it gonna be enough?
Mudtruck and 4 o'clock versus the world. It's just the 2 of them. Power of friendship. Can it be enough? Mudtruck doesn't
Oh, the nano comes out! Oh my god!
saves him. Gonna keep shooting away. He doesn't die. He's just gonna get frozen, but he's nanoed. There's just no damage taken by the defender. That gets another high noon. And he's gonna find violence with it again. This is the Mudtruck show. I'm sorry, insOmnics, but you're just living in Mudtruck's world. He just keeps tapping and tapping away. Very nice pick from Gecko though against Bosch. This could be the beginning of the comeback from them.
Oh, Kesa picks up 2 of his own!
Kesa! Making a
12 p.m.
statement! It's 12 p.m. over and over and over again on Temple of Anubis today. Both
Violence
teams.
gotta watch out. He does have.
How is Mutrock still alive? It's
No,
just
he
his
didn't get the
playground.
ultimate off.
How many has he killed now? He still don't quite manage to find it. Another high noon from Mutrock. Stop this madman, somebody. There's a third one in this fight. He finds another pick. He finds another headshot. He finds another shot. That Peacekeeper is definitely keeping no peace now, is
out.
he? Jesse
With Blizzard,
McCree.
he's gotta throw this Blizzard right now. He's gotta throw this Blizzard right now.
Gotta do it. Manages to get the cryo freeze. That Blizzard has to be huge for this fight to go the way
Blizzard
of the
is
Insomnics
huge.
now. The Blizzard is so huge. The Rat and Sunshine both going down. Bosch gonna find something on the Rat, but not quite going to be enough.
You know, I thought I
Insomnics
needed
have done
coffee this morning, but this is
I'm
good
awake.
enough. I'm awake.
I'm awake. You've done it.
Holy cow, looks like Insomnics have finally stabilized here. But
There's
Vortex
Mutrock
is
again.
they're still kind of staggering in, but Mutrock with the pick. Oh, he gets two! He's
gets two.
feeling himself right now, man. He's feeling himself.
You see Mutrock in the kill feed, you're not surprised anymore. This is just a state of things. The Heinen gonna come out. Matrix gonna fall down, so he finds Queso Wolf on the Junkrat again, and there goes another nano. They trust the man. They can do it. Sunshine going down might spell
He is
demise
gonna
though. Yup, and the rest of the team.
Ooh, that bomb taking out 4 o'clock. Looking desperate here. The Rat does pick up one with
Right
the
with the
shatter.
Earth Shatter. That's a desperate shatter. That's a bit, looking for a
Yeah.
little too much. Now 10 seconds left. What we were talking, that fight lasted so long that there's only 10 seconds left. And the Insomnics might actually take the second map. Gecko with the first pick. That is very, very nice.
Smart usage here of their positioning, delaying this push, splitting this team up. Violence has got to be careful.
Yeah, Mutrock looking to get in there with the Tracer. Gonna fall very, very fast. Queso Wolf using the Junker to take down his counterpart. And now it seems that this is gonna just be clean up.
The grab gets in.
The grab gets in as well.
The grab.
Insomnics is doing everything to perfection now. Taking them down one by one, surgical precision. And what looked like was going to be a very tough match for the Insomnics turns out to be the win.
Victory.
I'm a
We're
little
going to map
speechless
3.
right now. I'll tell you that much. We're going to map 3. You know, to me it seemed like Polar Vortex had the individual plays. Mutrock, of course, lighting it up with the Jesse McCree, but Insomnics just kind of teamwork makes the dream work. They never gave up either, and just, you know, I think after that last push that the Polar Vortex had, you know, you gotta wonder, like, after you have like a two minute fight that you're pretty much 99% sure you're gonna win, and then you don't take the point, and then your entire team's staggering back with 40 seconds left. It's not a very good position for you to be in, right? I mean, I think they expended pretty much all of their ultimates in that long exchange. And Insomnics just kind of like attritioned them out. It was amazing to watch, and then Violence with that huge Blizzard cleaning up the rest of Polar Vortex. We're going to a map 3.
Absolutely. Now, both of these teams definitely showing their main issue is just cleaning up fights, right? Both teams have been staggered to hell and back. They've tried to take the point. They've almost managed to take it, and then they get pushed back. This is kind of a recurring pattern in both of these teams. So right now, going into map 3, it's Gibraltar. It's not going to be as stally as a 2 CP map, unless we're talking about the final point, which it kind of is. But still, both of these teams need to really pull themselves together, take a breather, and just try and focus together. Focus down targets. That is the name of the game in Overwatch. You just want to keep focusing down those targets. We're going to map 3 soon. It's going to be Gibraltar. Watchpoint Gibraltar. What do you think of this map? What do you think of the chances that these players have on it? I think it's a red playground. I think it's a Junkrat playground. I want to see that coming out again. Same way you're far a connoisseur.
More of your thoughts, actually. I need to 1 sec here to
I see.
Technical issue.
Same way that you're a far connoisseur, Randy Valor. I'm a Junkrat connoisseur. I like to find Junkrats in life. I like seeing those pills blow up. I like seeing huge rip tires. It's the hypest hero in the game, and there's nothing anybody can say that is going to dissuade me from that opinion. Now, we've seen both of these DPS players manage to pull out that pick At the same time, Gibraltar historically is a very, very dive favored map. We could see something more divey, not necessarily Winston. You know, we've seen the ball from all of these players only on the stall. I think all the main tanks can play the wrecking ball if they wanted to. So we might see that come out. Dive composition is very, very strong on Gibraltar. At the same time, maybe we'll see them go back to a bit more of the basics. Go for a full-on brawl composition. We've seen a lot of variety, I gotta say, throughout this map. We've seen some double shield, just throwbacks to last patch. Again, all these teams have played a lot of the last patch and not that much this patch just because it's newer. Meaning that they're going to be a lot more practiced on playing double shield compositions or Risa Sigmas or Risa Reinhardts even. Which might mean that they're more comfortable on it. And again, in this kind of a format where these teams are pug teams at the end of the day, they've known each other for only a couple weeks, they practiced together for a couple weeks.
Teams. Now
They were.
They are a team.
They are teams now. They're together, but you know, they haven't had the extensive amount of practice that you might get in a team that you get together for a LAN tournament. Meaning that comfort, and that's something that I like to see in the WCG, in the Windy City Gauntlet as well. That sometimes teams just say, you know, screw the meta, we're just going on the comfort picks, and you get to see players shine on the heroes that they like, as opposed to the ones that the game's cosmic forces force them to play.
Yeah, I am curious, you know, how much of this, because these teams have shown that they're flexible in their compositions, and I don't know how much of that is coaching or if these players are just flexible players in their helps, but we have seen a variety of compositions, a variety of play styles, a variety of huge plays across a lot of different heroes, both teams. And, you know, I have to give it to them. I think we have to remember, about 2 weeks ago, these teams might have just, you know, a lot of these players just met for the first time, and to me, it seems like they're really playing as a cohesive unit. Obviously, individual plays are a huge factor and have been in the past 2 maps, but the overall team play has been excellent, I will have to say.
1.
Is Violence coming out with a Candid Doomfist Ogundimu? Yes, sir, he is. Can he make that happen in the backline? Bosch already disagreeing with that. Finding Kate Wolf with the trap bomb. You know, the card is still gonna be moving away. Nice group. That's what you love to see from Kieran. The anti, however,
coming out from behind him, dropping right down.
Polar Vortex trying to capitalize on the anti. Pancake's finding the pick on the Zenyatta. That's an unorthodox pick in this meta, but works very, very well with the Batiste in the last one. And this might be what they need again. And it looks like this is working out very, very well for them. They managed to open up the fight. Case of Wolf looking for the clipping on Sunshine. Rat, he always finds the charge. How does he
always find the charge? He's gonna go down here.
He's actually gonna go down.
That man is a charge magnet.
Yeah, the charge machine, the Rat himself. He's gonna be looking to get something more out of it. Gecko losing the mech is going to give him a little trouble now.
Yeah,
nice composition coming out.
They need to engage here. They can't sit, they have no shield. They can't just sit here and.
Yeah, they do. Case will get slapped. Left and combo, Gecko Violent, everybody's falling. Take a step back, insOmnics. Very nice beginning, but now gonna have to, you know, take a breather, go out, try and go in as a team again. Pancake's almost getting down to that Transcendence. And if you know, I haven't seen this in a bit. I assume that you want to save the Transcendence for the Zarya grab, but she's built it so fast compared to Ellie's grab that maybe an aggressive push with it is what you need. But the Rat finding another pick
for this 1v1 with the Rat here.
The Rat pulls up a shield, walks backwards. Matra finding balance again. insOmnics need to go back to the drawing board. They've got the ultimates though. Can they make them work out? The window that Transcendence might
all over
be
the place right now.
Yeah, both teams are just kind of, you know, they're looking for the fights. Everybody's looking for the fight. The Rat finds it, as he does. Finds the fight, takes down Case of Wolf somehow. And now they're back, 4 o'clock, looking to keep his Zarya healed. Manages to do so. Finally, we see another pick. This time, it is on the insOmnics side. Gecko taking down Sunshine. Now, Sunshine not being there, not going to be able to
nice
in time, perhaps.
Pushing the Rat in.
Yeah, he finds the Rat, and Ellie falling to Gecko as well. Machuk looking to make a last stand. Can he do it again? He is very low on health. I don't think this is Machuk's day. Wow. However, they go for it. They're going for it. They're fully going for it. Here comes out. Can the Electric Cowboy be on the spot today? He is not. He's gonna get flashed and he's gonna get absolutely clobbered by the entirety of insOmnics. Gecko with a 2-man bomb. Gonna open it up again.
Very
and they
nice
managed
bomb.
to get that first point.
You know,
Good
Blitz,
stuff.
I think after 2 maps, you're starting to kind of see the personality of these teams. I think Polar Vortex is going for these big. They're trying to support these big individual plays, nano boosting McCree. But at the end of the day, you know, sometimes that just isn't what you need right there. And that fight in particular, I think that's a wasted ult. You know, you're already down, and they've already lost this point. They're committing some ultimates here, though, and you know.
Function with a B, not gonna save anybody. The charge not gonna find anybody either because everybody's behind the wall. Transcendence save the team. Institution choice. Machuk looking for a high noon, managed to find one. I don't think it's gonna be enough.
Gecko doesn't know where he is.
Yep, this is gonna take down. Oh, double shot on the Zenyatta. Called it Starbucks double shot espresso. That's going fast and it's waking us up, isn't it now, Randy?
Yeah, I got a little lost for words there because I was gonna ding for Vortex for their aggression, but you know what, I'm gonna eat my words here. They had won the last fight, but insOmnics,
they seem to be getting those picks. I don't know if they can convert them as well. Pancake's finding Machuk. Finally, the Madman goes down on top of the spaceship. However, Ellie has a Graviton Surge, and I don't know if the team wants to actually invested in this type of almost lost fight. I don't think they will. The Madman just walks out of the immortality field and falls down. Very nice from insOmnics. After, they need a little time to find themselves, but now they have.
There's ultimate coming out from Bosch.
I think it's just trying to switch.
Yeah, I think it's strange, insOmnics, they're losing 1 or 2 kind of early here. Polar Vortex is making kind of some quick plays, and then see insOmnics just backing up and then regrouping, punishing this overextension. Grab comes out, mine comes out, bomb comes out.
There's a bomb. They're zoned out. They can't capitalize on Ellie's grab. Rat looking for something, but it's not going to be enough. Gecko gonna find him, and Dokirden falls to Machuk's high noon. The push is unstoppable from the insOmnics, and without that Graviton Surge, it's gonna be so hard. And Gecko looking for the duel against Machuk, taking so much damage though, and loses his mech before Machuk loses his life. Gecko knows he's low. He's looking for a fight again, but Machuk is gonna find Jellygato before falling. Still, insOmnics looking to be on the front pedal here.
On deck.
Yeah, Shredder is on deck, but the Transcendence and the advantage in general, Pancake is just bursting down the rat as he looks to go back to his team with a charge. And now without that main tank, it's gonna be so tough. Balance, looking for the high noon, gonna find 4 o'clock as well. And he keeps going. Nice wall, gonna save the May as well. The Shredder comes out, he's gonna find a couple, and after Machuk got 2 kills, that might be what they need. The immortality field coming down right on time. Ellie with a clutch Roadhog switch. Not gonna be quite enough. A minute 48 left on the clock. insOmnics coming back from story of the set is insOmnics looked a little lost in the first map, but they've been, dare I say, almost dominant ever since.
Yeah, it's strange. It really does seem like Polar Vortex has the advantage going into a lot of these fights in terms of just numbers, right? And then insOmnics just kind of finding their counter plays and kind of just punishing these positioning mistakes by Polar Vortex. You see that aggression really starting to kind of bite them in the butt, so to speak. And insOmnics just kind of staying tight, even though they're down a couple numbers. They kind of regroup and just, say, hey, if you guys are gonna be aggressive and push and get out of LOS to your healers, and we're gonna punish you for that. You see Gecko trying to take, Mudtruck is doing a lot, let's be real, but he is kind of putting himself in the position to kind of lose his life in a trade, which isn't terrible if you're on attack, but you have to remember, not terrible if you're on defense with that quick spawn there, but does give insOmnics that opening. It gave insOmnics the opening to kind of push through and just move that cart all the way through that third point.
Yeah, and Polar Vortex's playstyle right now. A lot of teams with, you know, very strong DPS players opt into this kind of playstyle, whether knowingly or not, where you try to enable them as much as you can. You just hope for them to, you know, post up and use their skills to take down a lot of enemies. And that's just, at the end of the day, that's feast or famine. You know, it's you're gonna have the highest of highs, and you're gonna have the lowest of lows. If it works, it's gonna work like nothing else. But if it doesn't, you know, you need a backup plan.
Oh,
And,
wait a minute.
How did it get there?
I think they used the Maywall.
Use the Maywall to walk up. You love to see these creative plays. Not gonna be finding anything for it though. Decided to fall back down onto the cart. They managed to push the insOmnics out of that power positions on the high ground. Wolf, nice headshot onto 4 o'clock. And they're capitalizing on it. The Maywall gonna fall down and they're going straight onto the point. Bosch in the background with the Reaper manages to stay alive, and with Sunshine with the pick on Wolf as well. It's a bloodthirsty support right there. Maywall gonna go down, finding a couple tanks, but still nothing coming out of it so far. Very, very fast coalescing from Pancake, and as well as the Earth Shatter from the Rat.
You did see the Rat and Ellie switch tank and off tank. And you saw the Shatter come out. Ellie, nice block by Kieran.
That is Ellie on the Reinhardt. I didn't even notice. I just associated the Rat with Reinhardt. The two have become interchangeable to me.
The Rat is Reinhardt, but he is playing Zarya right now.
Yeah, he is, and Ellie actually doing quite well on the Ryan. Didn't expect it. Do they know? Do they know that Jelly got us stuck there? Red going, yeah. Ellie saying hi, going for the scout, and they're gonna.
Oh, that's just an unfortunate stagger.
Oh,
that's just rude.
Hey, see that? Delicato stuck in the basement. There's nothing she can do about it. Gonna fall now to Matruk, and now they got 65. Nice Maywall. However, the guys on Surge are gonna come out. Can the supercharger be enough to fall back on? And Kazer finding Q says, yes, yes, sir, it
They're
is.
committing the blizzard, though.
Both teams committing so much, but I think it's just going the way of insOmnics, and it's quite obvious that it is, isn't it?
Yeah, ultimate usage there. It's a little suspect. I think they're, you know, they're still having this.
I see.
Sending a message. Never mind, I stand corrected. Ultimate usage on both teams. A little suspect, but I respect it.
It is cold. It is a polar vortex. They're the coldest of colds.
Oh, that's good.
Nice look Flux. That's gonna be 4. Solid stuff. Not gonna find anybody though. And 4 o'clock keeping everybody alive through it. Now Ellie Nano, he is going to be pushing with
Shatter.
One. Shatter gonna find one, and he's spinning with it. The Nano gonna mean that charge is gonna kill a whole health tank. And Kieran using the Orisa Gold onto the point. Gonna try and live as long as he can. Gonna fall down by the end. Sunshine, meanwhile, will go in that backline, keeping 2 people's attention, and attention did get. Stays alive for it. And Violence and Pancakes are gonna be the last 2 to fall. Now Polar Vortex going for the push, and they're doing so in a very, very convincing manner.
Are they going for the contest? No, looks like they're backing off. Very healthy time bank for Polar Vortex. 4:40 on the clock here on this last point.
Yeah, Ellie looking to get a pin, gonna fall down quite low, but Matruk finding Violence means.
Nice wall. Kieran's gotta be careful.
Yeah.
Ellie.
I don't know. Maybe if you play on Polar Vortex, you just have to pin, man. It's just a cultural thing.
Just gotta press. Another nice wall.
Very nice
wall. Down.
Matruk finding some very, very important walls, turning the tides of fight. In this case, before they even begin. Violence gonna come out of the crybaby, and he's gonna come out of this realm of existence. That Graviton Surge. Now that is the definition of a mess.
They are staggering on the respawns here. This card is moving. They can't get out of spawn. Window comes out. Oh, that wall is so clutch. Kieran is just on an island.
There's another pin. Ellie finding another. Without that Graviton, that might mean that
this card needs to be contested. This card needs to be contested.
They're doing it quite well, and Bosch now with that's Blossom gonna clean it up. 3 minutes 41. Such. I know they shut me up every single time. The caster's curse. You know what I'm saying? insOmnics looking a little dominant, aren't they?
Curse, you know, like
yeah,
we're calling something out. I'm calling something out, and I'm just getting shut up, you know. Immediately.
Polar Vortex just comes out with probably the best push of the series so far. They take it, 3 minutes 41. Now both of these teams are going to be looking for a very strong push. I gotta say, both of these banks are respectable in that even if you take the first point using that 1 minute 48, then you can keep it snowballing, right? And at that point, during the overtime push, having a larger time bank might not matter. If we see it play out that way, then I don't think that, you see 2 minutes on the clock difference, but I don't think it is as
Attackers
as huge as one might think by just looking at the numbers on the screen. Obviously, I'm not saying that there is no advantage. The advantage exists, and it is 2 minutes. But if the first push from insOmnics strong, then I don't think this is a dead game yet. I think this is anyone's game.
I think Polar Vortex is kind of playing that high risk, high reward
5,
style
4,
play. They dialed back a
3,
little bit. Well, they were just very, very aggressive on that last
Attackers
point, but we'll see
incoming.
how they do on defense here. They kind of did fight them.
stop the
They
payload.
made some mistakes there. We'll see if insOmnics can capitalize. They need to be the aggressor here, though. Polar Vortex definitely being the aggressor both on defense and offense. Ellie with a nice hook early on does not find the kill, however.
Yeah, we're going traditional. We're going Orisa Hog. Here, then looking for something. Very nice slam. Gonna get a
Has
whole
used
lot
his
of...
shield, has to be careful. That May's gonna freeze him, he's gonna go down.
Yeah, solid, solid. You know how hard it is to play Wrecking Ball into a May. And Mudtruck definitely giving us a case study for that. Jelly Gato gonna get hooked out of her own immortality field. And this might just be why they're going for the Orisa Hog play.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we got Hog, you got,
Moira by your
you
side.
just got Hog. You got no shield,
Hog.
you got a Hog.
For sure.
Kinda
You know,
gonna
that's-
be a bad time.
Yeah, it's a lot of damage. However, Gecko, switching right now through the Sigma. The double shield might be a difference maker here. Mudtruck going for a little bit of a flank play. Gonna walls himself and Dia walking right out after getting the pick on violence. This defense is Polar Vortex is mounting. This is quite convincing. The Dragon Strike gonna come out. Nobody quite gonna die from it because of that immortality field. The Red now on the Orisa, looking to hold it down. Ellie finding another hook, not gonna get any kill from it, and now falls. Gets a little storm arrows. Now the point is open.
Hog
insOmnics
finding
are
himself out of
looking
position, it's gonna pick up violence though.
very nice. This is the beginning. Gecko finding 2 picks though. So strong. That Nano Whole Hog is a meat grinder though. Ellie finds 2 picks and Mudtruck's with the Blizzard. And it's just 2 people left. And in between them and the point stands a Blizzard. They can't even make it. I gotta stop talking. I gotta stop cursing all these teams, Randy.
Score
Yeah,
3-3.
whatever you
I'll
say, just, the opposite
I'll just look at the game.
It's alright.
We will never achieve world peace, Randy.
No, but I appreciate you commentating and casting our attempts to do.
Yeah. I'm hoping that now with my curses I can make the world a better place. This is all I can do is put my my world bending words to good use to help
Well,
us all.
I believe someone once said great power comes great responsibility.
That is very true. That is Goku, isn't it?
Ready
That
for
is
battle.
Goku.
That is Goku. Cause insOmnics definitely gonna need
As
to go
played
Super
by Tobey
Saiyan.
Maguire.
As played by Tobey Maguire, Goku. insOmnics gonna be needing to go Super Saiyan to put up this defense because 3 minutes 41, that's a whole lot of time.
Absolutely. This May by Mudtruck is just proving to be a very difficult obstacle for insOmnics to get through.
Definitely, I've been impressed by Mudtruck on all these plays that he's been doing. The Maywall gonna be
It's just
I mean,
taking space with that wall is just really. He's been separating the insOmnics. He's been shutting down this wall. Lot of strong pressure just from the usage of his abilities. insOmnics have a tough test ahead in 340, but definitely doable. Definitely doable.
Escort the payload.
definitely, but insOmnics are going to be needing to put together the defense of their life. Looking for a Maywall to boost themselves up. The timing's a little off, but again, I respect those types of types of attempts, those strats, Sunshine falling at the very beginning. Wolf, he has no help here. He's getting dangerously low. One shot! But one shot is on his side though! Finding a flying pick of Mudtruck, and now the Harmony are gonna keep him up as he goes for the flank plays. No shield can stop it. He goes behind him. He does it again. Wolf so accurate with those arrows on the Hanzo.
He doesn't need the help. He doesn't need the help.
Very, very nice DPS play coming out right now from insOmnics. He already has that Dragon Strike, and just look at the ultimate charges on everybody else. Just everybody else in the server right now.
Yeah,
people are barely halfway, and he's already on the Dragon Strike.
I don't know if you're Polar Vortex, you're gonna expect a Dragon Strike coming. Hitting you in the face, so
definitely not. Oh, he's looking for it.
How he's gonna be able to
Tries to fall. Not quite gonna find. I don't think anybody's on the cart. Ellie, he's gonna get pocketed. Getting that
middle. He's gonna go down.
Here comes the push. The charge gonna do nothing because of the Aretha go. 2 picks at the very beginning. There is no damage now on the side of Polar Vortex, and exactly that is.
They're still finding the picks.
Ellie, however,
shattered.
he finds the shatter. Can he take down the Zenyatta? He definitely can, and all of a sudden, it's now a 3v1. Wolf looking to come back, but Gecko anti-naded.
This card isn't moving though.
This card
isn't moving.
The card is stopped. The card is stopped. The card not being pushed means that actually insOmnics are gonna manage to find another fight. Mudtruck, there she is. Farah's back. Wolf gonna be the first one to fall down. Death raining from above, and definitely death raining inside of those choke points. Gonna be doing a lot of damage as they try to push out. But instead, he's looking more poised to take a duel against Wrecking Ball. Doesn't quite spam the chokes. Transcendence could be very, very important now, keeping everybody alive. Sunshine answering with a beat of his own, but the Blizzard going to be the factor. Down, Kieran looking to go in again. But now it is an even fight, and the spawns are much, much closer. The Vedic Flux as well going to be closing out the fight, finding Bosch, and the red follows shortly after. A minute left. Bosch got the Death Blossom. I see.
Ultimates.
Randy, I feel a disturbance in time. Oh! I'm disturbed regardless. But I feel a disturbance. I think this might be 2016 because I'm seeing a Nano and I'm seeing a Death Blossom.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at the graph.
I want to see the Beyblade.
I'm a Farrakhan's connoisseur. They have a lot of combos, basically. They have a lot of. They have Beyblade. They have Grab Barrage. They have.
Dragon Strike gonna come out.
Dragon.
Not find quite. Never mind, Bosch. Do it.
Finding.
If they manage to keep this fight going for long, they might actually. Polar Vortex might not have time to make it back. Finding some shots here. Wolf staying alive.
He's hungry. And he wants another.
Yeah, Jellygato actually gonna be.
Ellie needs to go down. Kieran doesn't know he's there.
Yeah. Jellygato using that coalescence, not finding much, but keeping everybody at bay. 5 seconds left. The card is being contested, however. Here comes the Death Blossom. Very nice grasp. Gecko just denying the entire value from it. Jellygato falling. It's not gonna be much.
Overtime.
That's a barrage. That's a barrage. It's doing quite a bit. A nano barrage and the pocket on the far as well. Sunshine finding Ellie's res. That is so important. That's the space that the main tank can make. Mudtruck looking for more. Ellie with a fire strike, and now it's just Kieran. All of a sudden on the point, he's staying alive. He's getting shot at. Manages to finally make it out. The Grapple Surge is gonna keep him at the corner. They can't make it to the point. insOmnics doesn't quite manage to do it, and Polar Vortex is going to be taking the first best of 3.
I can't, man. My heart is beating out of its chest. That was what a turn of events. Polar Vortex taking it back here on map 3 of our first best of 3 set.
Go back
taking the series 2-1 insOmnics firmly with the advantage there. Polar Vortex managing to pull it out, get that last 50 meters or so, capping that point.
Thank you. For sure, Sunshine with a massive view. Sunshine plays this video game, man. That is a fancy portrait.
That is a gamer. Look at him. 16,000
wow.
Very nicely done.
Did you see that plat portrait? I haven't seen those since the Apex days when they would like cheat them so that they would look cool in the tournament. That is a fancy portrait, my man. Sunshine. Look at those stars. They're so bright. But regardless of that.
Yeah, regardless, great series. Caster Curse was in full swing there. We are,
Absolutely, we'll be tuning that down.
well, hey.
Surely,
There's still 2 sets to go. We'll see. We'll see
surely
where we
we'll
can
tune
go.
down that Caster's Curse, right? Surely now what happens, what we say will happen.
Well, we will see. We will certainly find out as we get ready for our second set, our second best of 3 pull Vortex, taking the first one 1-0 in the overall series. We're going to take a short break really quick just to set up the next series, and we will be back in a few minutes. Alright, welcome back everyone to our second set in this best of 3 series, Windy City Gauntlet, Grand Finals, Polar Vortex, and insOmnics. Battling it out, Polar Vortex did pick up the first point of the first series. They did win that first best of 3 in a thrilling 3-map series. insOmnics looking to pick up their first point of the overall series. On this second set, we're going to Oasis. I am again Randy Valor, joined with Blitzbolt. Blitzbolt, thoughts on that past series, things that you're looking forward to for this next game?
I gotta say, all these teams were very evenly matched. I think that series was anybody's series at the end of the day. I don't think that anybody was just showed up so much more than the other team. You know, Polar Vortex took it at the end of the day, but I gotta say that I don't think this is over, 100%. So I definitely think that Polar Vortex,
both teams, you know, they had just such close games. I mean, it was 2-1 Polar Vortex in the series, but honestly, it was just back and forth, every single map, every single point. I honestly don't even know what to predict at this. Kind of like, you think a fight's going one way, but out of nowhere, the tides turn, momentum changes, and yeah, I will say Polar Vortex is definitely kind of probably. If you're on Polar Vortex, you're probably feeling pretty good.
Yeah, you have the mental advantage. That's the only thing they have. I think that, you know, you just won the first series, so you're like, all right, just one more series, let's go, just 2 maps, get the quick 20. But at the same time, I think that if the insOmnics, you know, they manage to pull themselves together and realize, you know, this is not over at all. We can just. They could themselves get it to the 2-0 and maybe another 2-0 and win out in the end. This is not over, and if they can realize that in their heart of hearts, I think it's not over. I think the insOmnics can still pull it back.
Not over.
But Modtruck definitely with the McCree, his signature pick in these maps so far. Really gonna try and make the difference. Jordan though with the fire strike at the very beginning, and Case Wolf on the Hanzo. They don't have the point, but they have the pigs, and now they're gonna flood back onto it.
insOmnics splitting up here, looking like they're ready to take this point back. Ellie's gonna go down here.
Yeah, I think there was definitely a little bit of a disconnect between the teammates on Polar Vortex. You know, some were on point, some were trying to push. They get split up, and insOmnics was like, okay, we'll take it. We take down the people that were chasing them. Yeah, taking down the people that were chasing them, get back onto the point. Now they're going for Modtruck, taking out Pancakes, opening up the fight, however. And the Red is now spearheading the push. No bubbles on either team. Dragon Strike, however. Oh, taking him down. Jelligato traded for the Red. Yeah, again, it's split again, and insOmnics staying as a very tightly packed team. Bosch is looking for something in the backline. I think he's gonna make this.
Gonna wait it out.
Call this house a home. He's gonna wait it out. He's gonna come out. If they don't find him, they're not gonna realize that he's
Modtruck up on the high ground as well. Oh,
yeah,
Pancakes has got to be careful.
Both of those DPS.
It's like a horror movie.
Yeah, you can hear the Jaws theme playing, and there comes out Bosch. Oh, he's gonna hesitate a little bit, and he's actually gonna fall down.
Okay, so Wolf and Modtruck going for the 1v1 here.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Modtruck finding Jelligato actually, but it's a 4v1. Queso Wolf with a nice headshot again and again and again. He's finding those heads, the tip of the arrows are finding and splitting those brains open, I gotta say. Because right now, the insOmnics are definitely doing it. They pull themselves together. They are a lot more disciplined, I think, than I saw them before. While Polar Vortex is
he's got the dragon up again.
Yeah, he does. And with 75%, this might be the last fight. The Blizzard coming out early. They're trying to finish it before it starts. Ellie getting right out of that Blizzard. The Modtruck finding Jelligato. The ultimate is not gonna be enough. And
they gotta be
Pancakes for the Transcendence. Really doing the Shatter is gonna be the exact opposite. Red missing the charge, still finding Hazel Wolf at the end of the day. And slowly but surely, this impenetrable fortress that the insOmnics looked like they were is gonna fall for the first time on this Oasis University map. Modtruck going to town at the end. Let's head for the hills, baby.
Story of this series so far, back and forth. Polar Vortex, a tall order for the 99% on the scoreboard for insOmnics. They need to fully hold this point for the rest of this map.
For sure, Bosch watches the attempt at going for a flank a little bit, and Kierden will finding
Grab's
one.
coming out.
Yeah, the grab is out, and the dragon as well, right through the wall. But there's an immortality field, and they don't know that. The dragon strike not gonna be finding anything at the end of the day, but the rest of the team most definitely win.
Well, does have high noon. He is scouted out though. Does pick up pancakes.
He's not that much of a man. He can't contest. Nope. Not this time, Mud Truck. insOmnics are gonna take the first point in a rather convincing fashion.
Score.
Very nicely done. Again, looks like Polar Vortex. Mentally, I kind of what you were talking about here. Momentum was on their side. You gotta wonder if either they're kind of taking their foot off the gas a little bit here, or if they're trying to make plays, trying to force plays.
This is no
More
time
than
for standing around.
kind of look like they never really got a cohesive push or
Right.
down that entire map. So
Yeah, they definitely looked a lot looser than we saw them before. Maybe having that advantage makes you think, we've got it. Let's chill out a little bit. We can't chill out. This is the worst time to chill out. You gotta heat up. You gotta be on fire.
see this dive coming out from Polar Vortex.
Definitely, this is a strong dive. They've got the ball, they've got the monkey. If they manage to pull together a cohesive dive, there's very little that another team can do when so many big bodies are just slamming on. Mud Trucks with the 1v1 on Kaiser Wolf gonna make it even easier for the tanks to engage now. That they do very coordinated as well. And look, this is surgical. This is the stuff I like to see in my Overwatch games. I like to see them tanks going in together, taking them down. I don't like seeing Mud Truck getting double swang, but you take what you can get, and what they're gonna get is the point. Very nice stuff from Polar.
Yeah, that dive swap is, probably for the best. We're gonna start to. They want to just enable this sort of aggressive playstyle from the chest of Polar Vortex, and you see how effective it is just on that first fight. Very quickly won by Polar Vortex. It's full power versus.
Yeah, already finding Bosch, and he keeps his Reign of Terror going. That immortality feels very clutch, gonna keep himself alive. Good stuff like Sunshine. But Kierden, however, he's in the backline and he's destroying your supports. Jellicoe now with the Brigida switch. I had not noticed that, but now that's an interesting one. I want to talk about it a little bit, especially in recent times. In the upper echelons, we've seen Brigida come back into fashion. She's now a very strong support. She has a fantastic matchup both against Dive and against Reinhardt composition. So, that Orisa meta that we've had for months now was really keeping her from achieving her full potential, but we might see them now, and we also see Graviton. But look at the bubble, look at that immortality. Gonna keep him alive, but Bosch is not there. Bosch is gonna go down, and now that the cooldowns are down, the chase is on. Kierden, very nice land. I'm taking out 4 block. And now, it's on the rat to try and get away. I don't see what he will. I think this mine's not gonna do much either.
The desperation ult. Maybe a switch coming out for the tanks? No.
We'll see in just a second. Rat actually, going on the Reinhardt. He wants to spearhead the charge, keeping the shield up, going in. They've had a little bit of a hard time actually getting the dives together. Now the Jelly got him on the Brigida as well.
I kind of miss Ghost. I don't know. I haven't seen.
I miss Ghost. I miss Ghost. I'll
go ahead and say it.
I miss Ghost. Here comes the dive now. Actually, Ellie looking for a strong position on the high ground. The empty not gonna be quite capitalized on. Jelligato stunning the rat, and the rat goes down real fast. Mud Truck looking to equalize it as well, but when Ellie's in your backline, that's a monkey with a big lightning gun. Still not gonna be enough. He doesn't quite find it. He sweeps the mines, but the mines are not enemy players, and the enemy players are killing the team.
Now,
very nice job from insOmnics, and they're about to close it out.
Reinhardt Winston, you gotta wonder if he should have just ult. I don't know if he's trying to ult and just switch off to something that can support this Reinhardt a little better, but didn't get that opportunity the last fight. You're gonna just pop it right now. Gonna go right in.
Yeah, definitely. They managed to contest with the Primal Rage. That is good. These are dangerous already. And Death Blossom not gonna be finding much either, but it doesn't matter because the rest of the team is definitely doing some big damage. The Graviton Surge gonna keep him off the point. However, one person manages to trickle through. They do. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. Call me Yoda, because right here I'm going on the opposite, and the opposite of what we've seen so far is what happened now. insOmnics taking the first map.
They're coming out of this break hungry. Quick 2-0 here on Oasis or on insOmnics. They're picking up their first point of this best of 3 of 3 series. And very strong here. Poor Vortex needs to kind of wake up and put their foot, put their foot back on the gas here.
Good jump.
Look at that, Casel.
Good stuff, Casel. Good stuff. We love to see those jumps. Definitely very, very strong showing from the insOmnics as well. This is the most important game of all of today for insOmnics. This was a make or break moment. If they lose this, I guarantee you teams are gonna get down. It just happens. And in every single competition since the dawn of man, since when you get to the turning point where you either do it and keep yourself alive or get that much closer to defeat, if you manage to take it, now everything, this is a big boost to their morale. They've seen it. It's okay, never mind. We can win. We can definitely do this.
Yeah, you don't want to put yourself in that position where your back's against the wall here and you need a must to win.
Yeah, now they've got this buffer. They're going to play with so much more confidence, and it might take it back or at least send us to a third best of 3. We will see. At the same time, Polar Vortex, maybe that's a wake-up call. Maybe it's a wake-up call because they're so close, but they're not there yet. And they definitely have to pull themselves together and post up with a very, very strong showing in the next 2 maps if they want to go home as the champions of the Chicago Overwatch Windy City Gauntlet 2.
For 2, and for those of you who are maybe new to this community, new to our events, we do put on quarterly, our major events quarterly. We do a lot of smaller in-person pugs, for example, in between those big events. But this is our Windy City Gauntlet, our winter event holdover from 2019 on to 2020. Now our next big event is going to be Lakeside Showdown 3.
Yeah.
A cash money pre-made 6v6 one-day land tournament.
Dare I say the premier tournament in the Midwest?
Dare?
Not to toot our own horn.
Toot away, because
I will toot away.
The Midwest needs more competitive Overwatch and competitive esports.
Absolutely.
Tournaments in general, we're doing our best to play our part, but give the Midwest some love, man.
Yeah, I think there's a lot coming out, It's not just us. We're gonna have our collegiate tournament. We have our tournaments with the WCG. We have them with the Lakeside Showdown, but as well, Midwest LAN is still supporting Overwatch. Our friends down Midwest LAN, very good people. Support them as well. But you know what? You gotta support a Wrecking Ball when he's going for this kind of boops. Not gonna quite find him.
Doesn't get it.
He makes it out. Very nice first cycle for the Wrecking Ball. Gonna be looking for a coolness to get back up, but he gets slept on point and doesn't have the shields anymore. Gonna be tough for Kieran to get out, and he actually goes for a more aggressive play. Both teams now have the. Oh, look at the Zenyatta and the Honda posted up. Mudtruck finding the Zen with a Helix rocket from downtown.
We're seeing Soldier 76 for the first time today being played.
The legs have been locked. And the aim has also been locked as Violence goes down. Mudtruck looking around. Where's everybody? Killed them all. Hates off on the Genji. I've heard that they are some of the highest win rate heroes. Okay, Blizzard said so. Therefore, they're good.
Hey, Genji players unite. Rise up.
Rise up, Genji players. Our place in the sun will come back. Hazel, however, getting a little focused down in that moment. As Mudtruck, you like seeing this on Numbani, don't you? You just everybody on the high grounds, they've got them all together. You got Sunshine Mudtruck on one side, and everybody else on the other.
They've identified the switches here on the high ground. Gecko and Kieran going in.
Yeah, solid nade. Absolutely, and Ellie now looking to take down Jelly Gato and Pancake. The entire support line not quite supported down there. He's aiming so well. How does he do it? Mudtruck with the visor. Gonna be taken down too. And for good measure, yeah, they're gonna jump off the map. Very good stuff. Do they know that Case of Wolf stuck there though? Now he does.
Scout it out.
Not much you can do. The team decided not to capitalize on it, or maybe they didn't know. But regardless, Case of Wolf has that blade. No nano, as Jellygato has actually switched towards a Moira to keep her team up better onto the point.
I want to see a dragon. You know, we don't need we don't need the nano here.
Take me back, take me back. Take me back with this Dragon Blade. I know you can do it. Have to be very, very careful because of that Immortality field. However, gonna try and force it out of Sunshine and force it out. He does. And now it's the playground, but it might be too late. Mudtruck has popped up a little bit. And those are the moments that bring tears in my eyes. I miss you, Genji Shimada. I need you back in my video game Overwatch, but not today. Mudtruck getting 2 picks at the very beginning of the fight means that it's too late to get any value from the Dragon Blade. And back we are.
He's back on Hanzo. Yeah, you needed that nano. You needed that. I hate to say it, but I think you needed it there. You went down so quickly.
Hate to say it, but that is reality. Unfortunately, 2 ultimates now on the side of insOmnics after so many switches, while the ultimate bank with Polar Vortex is quite rich. Sheridan falling down. Will they even need those ultimates? Bosch now with the tire, gonna find 2. Better, just for good measure, I suppose. They only invest 2 ultimates, and that I think is okay. You know, you probably didn't need the shatter, but when you're looking at 30 seconds on the clock, final fight, and you've got 4 of your best ultimates up on your team, I think that's okay. I think they've got a very good chance of taking this fight.
Mudtruck again with this early pick, shutting down this push, putting them at a severe disadvantage before the fight even starts.
Yeah, are we going for the nano visor? Are we going even further back?
We're gonna see
something. Season 3, baby. Triple tank, good old days. Call me the Overwatch boomer, I suppose, but I miss all those shenanigans. Here we go. Gonna have to wait out the Matrix to do it properly, but very nice grab. Gotta be fine with the Transcendence. That is a lot of damage, a very nice window. And here comes the Nanovisor. That's so much damage. What can you do against that? Besides Cry Freeze, I suppose, but that's gonna save you for long now. Is it? Very nice swoop. Again, so many good small plays, but there's just not enough. They can't put all of these small moments of brilliance together. And again, insOmnics does really, really well on the last map. We say, oh boy, they've got it, don't they? And they don't. Because the Polar Vortex is gonna be freezing up all of our expectations. And it's a full hold.
Gas pedal has been engaged. The Polar Vortex is back in it here with a very strong, convincing full hold here on the first point of Navani. I don't think they gave up a pick.
They did not. They did not. It's 0%. Look at all those zeros on the side of the insOmnics. I wish they were in my bank account. They are not. On the other side, Polar Vortex. Now, they just need to put together 33% on the map. And they've got it to push this to a 3rd and possibly deciding map. Now, if Polar Vortex does the impossible and doesn't get anything, then we do have tiebreaker maps in case that happens. In case, you know, they draw this map and then they take the next. We do have tiebreaker maps. So don't worry about that. But it's gonna be looking tough. Bosch going for the attack Junkrat. Definitely takes the spirit of a warrior to do that. Yeah, for sure. Wolf on the bash. They are Gecko, Sigma. This is a quite classic bunker composition. You've got it all. You've got the immortality. You've got the pocketed Mercy Bastion. You've got the Mei, which can stall a point for so long and use walls, set the pace of the fight, and still be so sticky, so hard to remove from the fight itself. And then you've got the classic Orisa. And the Sigma, 2 shields is better than 1 when you're trying to protect your Bastion. And again, these desperation attempts, they work very often, don't they, Randy?
Yeah, they're taking this point quickly. Oh, Case
Goodbye, Rat. Oh, God. That is,
I was just about to say, this, Polar Vortex
that's a meat grinder.
But that composition against the bunker comp.
Absolutely, no. They're gonna have to make some switches. Or play differently. They could try and come off where they are right now.
They're really split.
They're split. If they manage to get right under the high ground, the Bastion can't reach you there. So if they manage to make it all the way there, then you can force a fight on the point. But can they make it all the way there? They've got a Ryan and a Zara, and they don't have the Lucio with them to speed them across. This is really
He's looking for a nade.
Oh.
He's looking for a big nade.
That would be hype. I want to see it coming. I don't think they know. I think they know. Here comes the flank. 4 o'clock. Where do they find this lane?
Oh, the wall!
What a gigantic wall to just thwart the attempt. Silence finding the pick again, and now Kizawolf on the Bastion is just gonna have open field. Fantastic flavor and violence. The nade comes, but it's too little, too late. And now they're actually gonna clean up on him as well. Something's
4
gotta
o'clock,
change here.
He got a little greedy. I think he should have just thrown that nade and went for the sleep first. I mean,
Yeah.
God, the mercy. But I mean, honestly, you know, kudos to Violence as well. That was a humongous wall, shutting down that nade.
Definitely now. Mudtruck on the Reaper going to be looking to take a flank. But look at that. There are no ultimates on the side of the Polar Vortex. Not many on the side of insOmnics either. You got the Bastion tank, but that's not definitely what
2
you would
minutes
call it
already
game
down,
changing.
and,
But
and
yeah, it's taking a little too long. You know, what are you looking for? You're looking for a Junkrat tire? I don't know if that's gonna happen because there's so many shields. Okay, they're looking for a brawl. They're looking
rotation's
for a
gotta
brawl.
happen
They're looking
right
to
now.
take it
Yeah,
for
good
him.
rotation.
Good rotation from Kizawolf. Gonna be looking and shooting into the choke, and that's kind of what Bastion excels at, isn't it? Now the push comes down. They don't have a matrix for him either. Nice stuff from Vortex to get his attention away, forcing the Bastion off with the high ground. And now you've got the brawl on point, and that's what you want. Supercharger gonna fall real fast. Mudtruck now on the Reaper.
Oh, that's
looking for the Bastion. That's a big shatter. Mudtruck finding Kizawolf as well, and look at Delegato so low. Violence as well shattered. The accretion as well. We're doing quite much, but the rest from Pancakes keeping Kizawolf in the fight. And now he's just gonna do what Bastion does, and that's another fight win. And they're so far.
Lots of ults being used there. Mudtruck does have the Death Blossom online. The grab is coming up. Sunshine has beat.
60 seconds.
I
They've
don't
got
know.
to manage to force the fight on point. Bosch still not finding, not being anywhere close to the Junkrat Riptide, not getting damage in means that they're not gonna fight through it. They're looking to go the whole way.
It's a signal!
Nice flux. Gonna be stopping him dead in their tracks, and Sunshine investing the ultimate as well. And so is
Frozen,
Mudtruck.
rocked.
Oh no. 2 kills from the red, but that doesn't mean much when the rest of your team is dead and you're gonna be taken down. Another ultimate. I don't know if they're just going next, but they've used,
You should be
in a lost fight, they've used 4 ultimates. None of which should have been used. 3 ultimates, sorry, but all of them quite big.
Frustration really starting to show here on the side of Polar Vortex. You know, you have such a great hold. You won the first series.
10
And now you got Kizawolf on a Bastion.
Hold on though, this might be purple. Never mind, it definitely will not. They gotta get this cleaned up. Very nice nade. Appreciate the try from 4 o'clock, but that's it's a lot of damage coming off of that Bastion. Riptide comes in, gets shot down. Definitely not what we expected.
That's a draw, folks.
Good thing I introduced our tiebreaker rules.
Yeah.
I suppose I did not see this coming. I gotta be honest with you. I expected to see some changes, but Polar Vortex being very stubborn in their hero picks on the attack, deciding to just keep it all together. Nice aim, good stuff, Mudtruck, but not quite gonna do it when the entire team deciding to stick to composition that was clearly not working.
Yeah, we gotta cut your losses at that point. But you
Yeah.
know, I think they wasted about 2 minutes kind of on that
Yeah.
weird split that they had after that first fight with
Yeah,
Ron and the
they
Soldier being
banged.
separated. But
They banged their head against the same wall over and over again. And again, you know, it was so close from just the nade could have just spelled defeat at the very beginning. But it is those small things. Those small things are going to be having a very large effect at the end of the day. And this puts this map as either the equalizer in serieses, send us to a final best of 3 in case the insOmnics take it, or to push us to a final control map.
Traveling to Route
we go.
66.
Polar
Initiating
Vortex needs to
match.
win this map to force a game 4 of this series. Now,
Yeah.
I will say it is possible to draw on a payload map.
Quite hard. It is possible, but I've personally never seen it happen.
In almost probably, I would say, over 1,000 hours of Overwatch that I've played, I had my first draw on a payload map on King's
You
Row.
did.
like a couple months ago. Did not even know that was possible, but it was. It is confirmed if a draw were to happen. I don't think we have 5 maps, but you know, we'll have to find a
Ready
5th
for
one. But
battle.
looking like this is do or die here for Polar Vortex, at least in terms of this series. insOmnics, or sorry, no, if there was a draw here, insOmnics outright. So
Yeah,
Polar
I'm gonna be
Vortex
honest.
needs to win.
Man, I gotta be honest. We've seen some crazy stuff happen this series. And if we see a draw on a payload match, don't even color me surprised. This is just another crazy event in today's final. Now Bosch still trying to make the Junkrat work. I want to see the Rat redemption arc, but as in the Junkrat, not the Rat, the player. That makes it hard, doesn't it?
It does. But you know, we see the Rat back on this Reinhardt. He loves being aggressive. He loves charging in. He's a magnet for charges. Getting a lot of those. That aggressive gameplay, I think insOmnics have really scouted it out, punishing them for their mispositioning. And that's why they're being so successful in this second set of our best of 3 series. Here we go, Route 66. They are on attack. Trying to find it.
Yes, they are looking to hold on to right next to the corner. Good choice. We're gonna be playing Reinhardt. There's not much use in just sitting on the high ground and letting the other team push you all the way. Now fighting in this choke is very advantageous. Mudtruck, in fact, finding already 1 pick. He's looking for more in the backline. Missing a couple shots. That's alright. That's the life of Destiny 3. Finding something more, and now the insOmnics on the back pedal. Mudtruck looking for a couple other shots. Finds them, but not quite enough to push their advantage like that. 4 o'clock already looking to nano Reinhardt. But Reinhardt gets caught behind them. They wall. Mudtruck trying to equalize it, find the pick on capable. But without a Reinhardt, it is so hard not to let it all fall apart. Another fantastic nade as well. The Electric Cowboy gonna come out. And we've seen this happen before. Put everything you got into Mudtruck because you know he's gonna do it. It's another. That's his name 3 times in the kill feed. Even when it looked lost, even when it looked without a Reinhardt you couldn't do it, he managed to pull it out with the Electric Cowboy.
Love to see it. Jesse McCree, Electric Cowboy, Mudtruck, uncontested on this high ground. It's a shooting gallery for him.
Absolutely, he's just playing aim trainers at this point, just shooting the little green circles down on the ground. Kieran looking to get a push in. Bubba's gonna be expended, but they managed to force him out of the choke. This makes for slightly better engagement for him. That is a Hail Mary shatter. I respect the attempt under the payload, but Rat has his shield up and stat fast. Yeah, definitely is going to end the coalescence as well. They're finding the picks. Kieran with the charge taking down the Rat, and Mudtruck again uncontested, but if the rest of the team is falling, it doesn't quite matter, does it? They're gonna get walled off. Ana. Mudtruck finding a pick still on his lonesome up there, and this is bizarre situation.
We have seen this before. These switches are separated. Oh,
nicely.
They gotta
keep him
kill
alive
him
for a little bit. Yeah, not gonna be quite enough. The Rat doesn't even opt for a charge, opts for a shatter, finds nothing. There was no follow-up anyway.
Pancakes there, no follow-up. Grab comes out.
Yeah, and the grab keeps the moment that they are together after being split for quite a while, they just get grabbed. And insOmnics keeping the push going.
Love seeing Ash, love seeing Jesse McCree, 66. Jesse McCree!
This is just lore. We're just playing for the lore here. Ash versus the McCree. Nice dynamite and another shot to close it out. Bosch gonna fall before it even begins. And I'm seeing it happen again. We've seen this film before. We've seen it happen where the Polar Vortex has a hard time just getting back together. What a prediction. Yeah. You have a hard time getting back together. And
the Nano comes out again!
Nano comes out to go for the Electric Cowboy, to go for the fight, and the wall! He doesn't find anything! Takes out a pillar of the wall, that's not quite enough. However, the Red now in the front line, the fight is happening, they've grouped up, and they are angrier than ever. Wall to cover their retreat, I don't think that's enough, they're just gonna walk right around it, and Violence falls down. Finally, Polar Vortex comes together, and they manage.
That wall there. Saved it. That was a 4K right there for Mudtruck. He can't be too happy about that, but distracted the team long enough, split their attention.
Yeah, definitely. They do manage. Now, Here comes the push again. The Junkrat into the choke point. That is exactly his playground. And out comes the Tire. Gonna be finding capable of Pancakes. Nice reaction on the Transcendence. Still, however, capable of falling down because that is instant damage. Not gonna save anybody. The Immortality Field to keep everybody together while they go and swing away at the Graviton Surge is all that they need. Now, just Earth Shatter and the High Noon, to be honest, and we've seen that work quite well in the last few games. On the side of the forward Vortex, while there's just about everything you would want on the side of the insOmnics. We got that Graviton coming up, we got that Coalescence, which again against Orion Zarya does so much. Bob, not quite the premier ultimate, but it still can work. Most of all, we've got the Blizzard, and May is a difference maker. Nice shots. Sunshine, down already.
Mud Truck.
Yeah, Montreux already finding it with 2 picks down there. Finds a third, and even when it all looked lost, again, the forward Vortex managing to get it back from the clutches of defeat, and they've done it so many times in these few games, 2 series actually.
Mud Truck is just
looks like
he's uncontested.
when it looks lost, they still manage to pull it back.
I mean, you're gonna see insOmnics go low ground again.
They're looking for something. Looking for an Ash flank as well.
Yeah, they gotta contest Mud Truck.
Yeah, a bit of a pincer attack. Ash actually deciding
Here he
to
goes.
fall
He's gonna
back.
walk right back onto the field.
Yeah, and Mudtruck has his high ground all
see
cut
this.
out for him again.
Violence left.
Yeah,
Bob
Bob's
comes
gonna
out.
come out, displace a little bit. The back pin, however, that that puts you out of position, which gives a lot of space to insOmnics. Mudtruck finding the flash kill in Violence. But out comes the Graviton Surgery. No
Mud Truck again. Mud Truck is
him up.
uncontested. Look at him up there.
Yes, Sunshine walks slightly in front of the shield, gonna get killed for it. Bosch looking for a couple of explosions in the backline, but Gecko. Bosch doesn't find him, but Gecko does. Gets some kills, and it's just Rat. You know what he's gonna do. He's gonna die swinging.
You gotta notice they have no shield. The Rat is coming up on Earth Shatter. Very dangerous.
Yeah, he's actually
On their
decided
side.
to stay there. I think he overstayed his welcome. He does. Violence eventually takes him down. And that means that they might not have a fight for the end. Now that they're all staggering out. 2 people still alive. Could that be what they need? A big tire could spell the difference, but it does not. Doesn't
That
quite
was
kill
unlucky
anybody.
line of sight there with the cart.
Fortunate line of sight, but what is less unfortunate is their the eagerness to contest the card when there was still quite a lot of space left and a team that had to regroup. Rat now going to be trying to redeem himself with the pushback to try and hold the insOmnics in this choke at the door. Very, very hard. But to push, Ellie is going to be taken down. Here goes Rat for the pin, but in doing so leaves his team naked in front of a very, very overwhelming firepower now from
Take that trade
insOmnics.
any day. Bosch, gotta be careful. Going down. 4 o'clock. Going down. insOmnics pushing this cart.
One last fight. Rat already pushing forward on his own. This might be dangerous. That fire strike through the window though could be doing so much damage. And it does. If a one-shot Jelly Gato, nothing you can do about it. So much damage with the fire strike. Bob going to be taken down. Matra going for the Tour de Force on the moving platform. He's going to be finding one. Going to be finding another one again and again and again and again. This man is so clutch. Just when you think it's over, you can almost always trust him to be putting up those big shots. And there's another big shot right on Pancake's dome. And he might just find another one coming out. And there it is. Jelligato falls as well. And that's the end of the push. I think there might be a swan song now. Gecko trying to do something at the end. And there's the Electric Cowboy. Mudtruck doing it again and again. Man, definitely a standout player in these matches. He's gonna be cleaning house. 4 on the kill feed. Make that, nope, not gonna make that 5. Ellie taking it. And the sleep on Jelligato walking, trying to make it out there. I think Mudtruck quite good at Overwatch.
He's pretty good at Overwatch.
Score
Strong case for MVP so far of the series.
2. Switching sides.
Definitely pulling it back at the very end. Very respectable push though. The insOmnics again. We've seen them put up better defenses than they've put up offenses, I think, so far. Every time they look a little lost on attack on just about every map, but then they manage to defend with such force.
Bold
And
Vortex
they
is
might
definitely
do
the
that
aggressor,
again.
Right? I mean, it
Yeah.
seems like to me if they just take some time and reset. I feel like insOmnics, whenever they win a fight, they get so much daggers. Bold Vortex just looking to make them. Everyone's looking to make those. And
Yeah.
you know, sometimes they get punished for it, but even with how strong they are when they're fully grouped up as 6. Just absolutely independent tools. You know, insOmnics, good for them for victory. Pulling it back after going to overtime in the second point. Pushing the card pretty much all the way to the end there. 69.6 meters. Very nicely done. Up to 4 Vortex here to close this game out. Forces
Absolutely. Now that aggression from Polar Vortex, very often, you know, it pays dividends on attack where you want to be aggressive, you want to be taking those fights, but it's backfired a lot on defense. We've seen them take fights they didn't need. We've seen them not be quite disciplined in doing so. And on the other hand, you have insOmnics who are the exact opposite. They're very, very disciplined, sometimes to a fault, and they have a hard time putting together strong attacking attacks where, you know, they clean up fast and properly. But on defense, they know how to play the defense, and they manage to do quite well on it. So let's see if they can do it. Reinhardt's already clashing. Kierden looking for some swings. Very nice ball from Violence, but that flash gonna say no, you cannot swing. Gecko finding a kill on 4 o'clock, looking for a flank feint at the very beginning. It is an interesting strat, but the Rat looking for the charge. Ellie finding Violence. It's not quite enough. They are on the back pedal right now. Still trying to push their advantage though. That advantage is not gonna come. There is none. Mud Truck falling already to face the Wolf. Pancake orbing away from the backline. Already at 50% through the Transcendence. And again, very defensive ultimate. They're going to need to win out this fight. But now they have a couple people coming back from spawn. And if Polar Vortex can be aggressive, they might find something. There it is. There's the first kill.
He's doing
There's
the
the
same
second
thing he
kill.
was doing on defense.
Yeah, you definitely gotta start wondering. Like, you have to shut this man down. You know what he's gonna do. He's been quite
He walks to the
one-dimensional.
same spot every single time, but
Yeah.
if it's working, you know, why do anything different, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Quite one-dimensional, but you know, you can't blame him when it's working every single time. And I think that the insOmnics definitely have to realize this and
Put
take
his
him
foot
down.
down
But
and
this
say
is
stop.
so tough. This is so tough.
Oh,
Matra
here
with
comes the
Heinen.
Oh!
With Heinen is so far. That's gonna zone them out or do a lot of damage. Gonna be looking for something. Can he find the Reaper after the Brave Form? Oh shoot! You know, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They found a shot.
Preemptive beat got you know, little no value there, but hey, it's all right.
Yep,
Easy win here. Only used 2 ultimates. Well, Mud Truck charges his ultimate 20%.
Yeah,
of it.
Hazel Wolf going on the Hanzo, not even using his Death Blossom, deciding instead to just go for this early switch, look to build up that ultimate bank.
Yeah,
Gonna
you
be
need the
a-
range, right? You need the range to start contesting.
There it is. There's the range. Sunshine already going down. The people are giving you something more. Can he find the tire? He's having a hard time.
Jukes.
It's so hard. The Jukes and Bosch finds 2. Both of the DPSs are down, which means that the rest of the team just has to fall back. Still, Kierden's still looking to hold quite forward, and it might spell defeat.
Oh, he gets the
nice
pin.
bait. What a bait! Finds the rat. Not that it matters though, because everybody else is just on a joyride, and definitely Mudtruck is just firing on all cylinders, and they're already here towards the end. 3 minutes 30. But if they can manage to keep it going and keep the snowball rolling, then it kind of doesn't really matter.
Oh, that flux was super looking like it was gonna be handy. Oh, it's gonna
Got out with the Transcendence. They managed to knock it out. 2 people come by the grab, but that is not everybody. Mudtruck, there's the Electric Cowboy again and again. 4 kills. Critic Flux finding 2, but not quite enough. 5k for Mudtruck. Story of this series, they managed to push it through.
4.5 minutes to push this pretty much all the way to the end.
I want the Diva. I want Gecko to be on Diva and to just be harassing Mudtruck the entire time. It's
Gecko
gotten
is
to
a
the
brawl.
point. Yeah, it's gotten to the point where you just have to realize you have to be shutting it down. Very nice swinging from both the Reds, find such a big shatter. Nice immortality, however, coming out from Pancakes. Gonna be saving a bunch of the people that would have just died, and Gecko is paying her back now with this damage. Going to be taking down 2, and this might be the defense that they needed. They need a strong fight to just bring it back.
You're him
Or
saying enough is enough.
Mudtruck.
I'll take you out myself.
Yeah, goes for the swings. Mudtruck goes down. That tire's a bit late, I think. No matter what it does, doesn't find anybody either. Very nice switch on the shield.
Nades are big. The counter charge.
Countercharge. Red still gonna be pocketed again and again. The Ana finding so many nanos. 4 o'clock keeping them alive.
4 o'clock
gonna
is
be
just
pushing
DPSing in the backline.
Absolutely. He's been playing so well, I gotta admit. Sunshine gonna be caught by the Graviton Surge. He's gonna go down. And the Dragon Strike actually coming out. Red finding a Earth Shatter, but he can't commit to it because of the Dragon Strike, splitting his team up. Gecko alone on point, and now they're just gonna push it. Jelligato and Pancakes looking to make it happen. But Mudtruck is on the high ground. That window not gonna be doing much. Swing, 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 never miss. Nice Cryer Freeze, going to be stalling a little longer. What a perfectly timed charge though. Violence just falls. And Gecko on the Diva, but I think that's a little too late. Pancakes looking to get the rollout on the Lucio. Manages to stall it a little longer, but that's going to be that. Polar Vortex pushing it to a map 4.
Map 4 it is with a convincing victory here. They are not going to lose this series just so easily. insOmnics, valiant effort, but
He's shooting. Mudtruck is shooting. And when Mudtruck's got the little spark, you know that it's over for your team. 4 kills, and then finds the 5th, and he's just chilling up, perched up on the high ground.
58 elimination, 69%
Epic.
participation in every single kill. You'll love to see it.
Mudtruck D colon for sure.
Very nice. Big nice.
Definitely. Now we're going to a Nepal tiebreaker. I'm seeing now. This is an important map. Obviously, this is as close as it gets, you know. insOmnics fighting for their tournament life to try and force it to a final best of 3. On the other hand, Polar Vortex, they're as close as they've ever been. They really want this. They want to finish it now. You know, you always want to finish it sooner rather than later. You don't want to give the other team any chances to try and crawl back into the game. Both teams are going to be coming here with everything they've got.
Is do or die for both teams here. Well, Polar Vortex will win the grand final outright. Will pick up their 2nd point in this bet. Up 3, insOmnics looking to keep their tournament dreams alive here. Strong showing on the first map. They're looking to bring it back together, regroup, and pull out victory. 3rd series. Of 3.
Best of 3 off. Best of 3 best. You know? Best of 3. Be a 3, be a 3. The R's are in the chat, and are you ready for this final map of the set? Both teams fighting tooth and nail for what might very well be the final map of the day, or what might be the 2nd win. The Phoenix Rising for insOmnics. It is Nepal. It is the I missed it. It's the Shrine.
Is the Shrine. Now, is the elephant the shrine, or is this the shrine over here?
Solid question. I've genuinely never thought about it. I think this looks like a shrine, okay? It's pretty close. Let's make a case. Let's make a case for the elephant. I don't see it. That's just a statue. What about in the middle? I think that's a shrine. A big pillar in the middle. Look, it's got flowers and stuff. That's got to be the shrine, right?
I'm no shrine expert, I'll tell you that.
I'm definitely. There are some things I do know, Randy Valor, but Nepalese shrines are not. Look, it's got inscriptions. Yeah, it's gotta be shrine. Look at those offerings.
4.
I've never even
Beautiful.
noticed that there are offerings.
Me
Or
neither.
the
I think they're not there on low
Capture
setting. My game looks like duty, but I just want those frames.
Here we go.
Regardless. Mudtruck
Game
with
4.
the Reinhardt. Game 4. They're already so fast. Red losing a lot of HP. Manages to stay alive
With those
somehow.
grenades.
Yeah, he's so good. Changing so many tides of the fight with the anti-nades. Good stuff on insOmnics, realizing the fight is over before they allow the enemies to get too much all charge off. That's good discipline, you know, you don't want to give him too much in the snowball department. It's gonna take a lot shorter as well to try and make it back onto the point. They're going for a high ground push. They're gonna be meeting Bosch. They're gonna be meeting Sunshine, making it out just barely. Bosch falling as well, and they find themselves right onto the point. The Red with the charge is going to be finding something, not a kill. The Mudtruck and Bosch, they're already doing damage. The Immortality field from Jellygato gonna fall down, but the tank play,
Uncontested.
yeah, he's just shooting and shooting, but
Wait a minute.
eventually they pull it back together. Only Bosch left onto the point. And just when it looks over, that's just kind of. Again, we've been talking a lot about a story of the series, recurring patterns, but again and again, just when it looks over, these teams are pulling it back, and now they're right on the offensive, looking to get more than what they paid for. Kieran eventually deciding to pull back a little bit. Here comes the fire strike. Don't get walled off by one man. Oh! On the back pin! Bosch doesn't get to have fun. Looks for a teleport, but he just finds a wall, and he's gonna get squished between it and Kieran. Now, all of a sudden, insOmnics have the advantage.
insOmnics not going quietly into this good night. Kieran with Earth Shatter up. The Rat coming up with an Earth Shatter of his own. Ultimates it down for both teams. Pivotal fight coming up.
Absolutely, Kieran now looking for more. That no shatter coming out. They survive the grab, and they've got a transcendence, and that's enough to keep them all up. And that's enough to win them the fight. Now, a lot was invested by every team here. 3 ultimates actually on the side of Polar Vortex, while not much was really invested for the insOmnics. They've done really well. Very clean fight, and this puts them in a prime position to take a strike as the push is coming.
Blizzard is online. No defense ult to speak of for Polar Vortex.
Silence should be the only thing that is needed, both figuratively and with the person, to take down the Polar Vortex. Freezes are plenty. Nano's coming out to try and save the Rat, but it's not. Doesn't quite manage to do so. 85% now on the percentage is ticking down. Bosch has a Death Blossom, and it's gonna be needed, but can they even touch the point? And even if they do manage to, Jellygato has a window into the future, and the future is Gecko's Gravitas. So much damage out there. Sunshine looking for something. Here we go. The Graviton Surge is going to be used soon enough, surely. Death Blossom die. It does not come at all. Now, Death Blossom right onto the doorstep of that shrine, and that's gonna be it for the first map. Never mind. There's a Shatter though, and I think that's gonna be it. Both the Wrecking Ball and the Ana will be falling shortly. Sunshine, Swan Song onto the point, and fall he does. First point.
Into the iris.
5-2 insOmnics.
That's a good round by insOmnics, looking very strong. They seem to
0 to
I've had
1.
very strong showings on King of the Hill map. You would think that that would favor Polar Vortex
Ready or battle.
play style a little bit more, but honestly, insOmnics just a lot of times I take my eye off, you know, the fight for a hot second. Like the first fight, I was looking at Sunshine just kind of dancing around in the back lineup. Didn't even realize that insOmnics had pretty much killed the entirety of in the blink of an eye. Gecko doing so much damage on that Zarya, Kieran holding it down.
5,
Great
4,
team play on their
3,
end.
2,
Full Vortex need to bring it back here, pull it together.
round 2.
Yeah, they really do. Now, Polar Vortex looking for kind of the same, but with Mudtruck now on the Tracer. Looking to harass the backline, specifically looking to harass Pancakes on the Zen. That is a very good matchup for Mudtruck. Looking to just take down the support line before anything can happen. The Hanzo might be a tough one to duel as well. I think the mud truck is going to have real well and real well. He does it at the very beginning of the fight. Bank is taken down, but nice headshot from Wolf. Going to be equalizing it, and now it's anybody's fight. The immortality kills come down. It is a disco party. Disco balls everywhere. Both are going to be destroyed at the end. But the point is taken by insOmnics, and now Gecko bringing down some damage. What a fire strike by Kieran, taking down 2. Now it's cleanup duty. Kieran charging into a wall, almost losing.
That is a
his
tire
floor.
right there.
But yeah, that is a lot of damage. Bosch now is going to be sitting on that rip tire. Now the rip tire, however, is quite hard to make work when the immortality field exists.
Yeah, Jelly got it with some excellent immortality fields. Coming down, saving Kieran right when he needed it, keeping him up in the middle of the fight here. Bosch does have that tire online starting right about now.
Yes, definitely. Now they're gonna be looking for something. They're gonna be looking to bait out that immortality sooner rather than later. Here comes the rip tire. It's gonna be having a hard time finding anything. Let's find the Hanzo. But is it too late? Those 2 picks already on the side of the insOmnics. They are pushing straight through this, and Polar Vortex is just having a very hard time just finding anything. Using 2 ultimates. Yeah, in a cleanup fight. What is essentially a cleanup fight? So I'm not sure about that one. Pancake's looking for the front line play. Makes it out alive. 64% on the clock. As they find more and more kills, Gecko definitely showing up strong now. No ultimates outside of that Blizzard.
Though. We've seen this song advance though. They just need. There's no defensive ults to speak of. They have the immortality field. They're gonna be grouped up, coming out of this high ground here. Violence 3% away from Blizzard. They're going back towards main.
Yeah, the Batistana definitely brings a lot of utility. It brings a lot of damage as well, and a lot of heals, but it doesn't have those traditional ultimates. Nice wall from Violence as well. It's definitely gonna be
the immortality field come out.
Soon. Immortality comes out. That window, however, means that they're not gonna be able to keep heal for much. They're stalling, but down goes Mud Truck.
Fuck is shattered!
But is it enough? Ellie's looking to capitalize on
Overtime
it.
is ticking.
Definitely Ellie making it on the point, but it's not going to be enough. So convincing for the insOmnics. We're going to the 3rd best of 3. I said it was gonna be a long day. It's getting longer than ever.
And we love it, don't we, Blitzful? Because we get to see more gameplay between these 2 teams because it's been absolutely back and forth all day long. insOmnics pulling it back, do or die situation, forcing his 3rd set in this best of 3 of 3 series. Kieran, huge fire strike. Gecko with the cleanup. The tank play has been excellent for insOmnics. Just doing all of the damage there.
Absolutely, and it is a full red card screen. insOmnics definitely deservedly taking this 2nd best of 3 in a thrilling 4-map series. We are finally going to be going to final. This is where it all comes down.
This is where it all. Well, you know, we could have a draw after. That's okay.
Let's just drop it. Let's just play Overwatch until the end of days.
Until the end of days, they will still be playing this series next Sunday. That's okay. You know what? I would be okay. However, we are going to take a quick break for our next series. 10 minutes. We'll see you all soon. Alright, welcome back everyone. I am Randy Lord, joined with Blitzbolt. We are finishing up our Windy City Gauntlet Grand Finals. It is a third series here in our best of three series. We've seen a little bit of everything here today. We saw Polar Vortex taking the first series in a hotly contested 2-1 victory over the insOmnics. insOmnics tying Polar Vortex in the second series on game 2 after picking up the first win. Polar Vortex, however, could not close the series out. Or sorry, no, Polar Vortex did win the third map. They could not close the series out on the last map that we played on Nepal. insOmnics with a commanding victory. And here we are, the last series of the day, first game of our best of 3. Polar Vortex, insOmnics, your 2 finalists, looking to close it out, crown a champion here. This is do or die. Backs are against the wall. Cliche, 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 but I cannot overstate or understate how hype this day has been, how cool and how explosive these plays have been from both teams. And here we go. We are on Lijiang Tower. We're at Control Center. Polar Vortex, insOmnics. Here we go.
Here we are, the final series. Everything comes down to this. Ellie on the Reinhardt instead of the Rat at the very beginning. We've seen us switch out a bit in the last few games. Looking for someone, looking for a charge now. Curing gonna go down. Nice nade from 4 o'clock. Mate, gonna get caught as well. And now we'll be taking that back to the point. And it looks like that Polar Vortex is angrier than ever. They do not want to lose this, and they are coming out strong on the very first fight, on the very first game, on the very last series.
Both Mays not finding anyone out of position with walls. These Reinhardts are well versed in those walls, avoiding them very nicely.
Yeah, May has been a staple pick in the last games as well. So now they're realizing how to play around those Mays as well. Motruck looking to shut him down as they push in. Look at the bait secured in, not quite deciding to commit. The May wall is now wasted, and now they can go in while their own May wall is doing quite well.
Oh, it's a nice shatter. Blizzard does come out though.
However, the Blizzard is gonna be keeping everybody alive in a counter shatter. For good measure, the nanoed Ellie going to be swinging away, deciding not to chase the Reinhardt even though it was 1 HP. Might be their demise. Gecko in the backline with the Graviton Surge.
Oh, nice bubble.
Pretty much. Good bubble saving him, and now Ellie is on the other side of the map. Gecko deciding to stay back, deciding to pull it back. You got the point. Let's just cut our losses and try and keep it going. But you know, while the kills are going out, yeah, Polar Vortex is looking to try and re-aggress, but Wolf already with 2 kills, and now the Dragon Strike is gonna be putting them on the back pedal. 4 o'clock, falling dangerously low. Oh, it's just Sunshine already going down in the backline, and Mudtruck gonna be followed shortly. Very nice stuff from insOmnics, managing to find the advantage and holding it. Ellie looking for another charge. Not gonna be finding anything. Not gonna die for it, but it's alright. Window, very, very aggressive. Sunshine already with
forcing the B.
Try and counter it. They're gonna be falling back. The B, however, not going to be getting anything done really.
I think you take that
there
trade
is
any
no
day of the
fight.
week in terms of support ultimates.
Either way, the team's looking to clash again onto the point. Now that everything has been equalized, that Immortality field is very, very early. If they can take it down, it might be a big advantage. But Violence with the Blizzard, you know, that Graviton to prevent them from getting any advantage from the Blizzard itself. The Shatter is bad. And Bosch, with the 2 kills on the Death Blossom, is finally going to flip the point again. Just Gecko, and Gecko will fall down. But not before Wolf takes down the Ana. Might be a dangerous pick, but not unless there is a trade there. They will have to meet on point. You can't abuse this choke if you don't have your support to keep everybody up. So they're gonna be getting the choke for free. insOmnics pushing through, and they're going to be meeting on point for a fair fight. Gecko looking for a flank now with the Graviton Surge. Mudtruck, however, with his own Blizzard, might try and change it. The Grab Dragon might come out any second now. Very, very aggressive play. Mudtruck making the Blizzard fall down first. And they're going to be getting those kills, and they're going to be getting that fight. And now it's 80% on the clock, and insOmnics are on the back pedal. But they've got the Grab Dragon, so if they can make it fast, nothing is over yet.
Sunshine does have that beat online, however. Good on insOmnics for not committing any ultimates to that fight. However, it
they're
doesn't
gonna need
negate.
They're gonna need that beat when they are facing a Dragon Strike into a Graviton Surge. Here it comes, the beat coming out, keeping the tanks alive, and nobody makes it to the point either. So, nice wall, actually. I see it only now.
I didn't even notice that the timer was already ticking up.
To 0.
Yeah, sometimes, you know, time flies when you have fun, Randy.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I think insOmnics might have had a little case of that as well. They don't even get on the point to force the overtime.
Absolutely
Vortex.
not. Look at my garden.
I think insOmnics has typically done very well on King of the Hill. I mean, they've been commanding victories in the last 2 maps that they've played. But Vortex bringing it out.
Yeah. Mudtruck on the Pharah now with a Pocket Mercy as well. We see a Tracer, we see a Pharah, but we see Brawl tanks, which I'm not too sure about.
See the Nyata and the Kree though. This could be.
Yeah. You gotta commit.
Maintaining
You gotta commit to the Brawl or you gotta commit to the dive, I think. They're deciding to do neither. Let's see if the Pharah play will be enough. They have a lot of spam now going into a choke though. Gonna be looking at them, getting a lot of damage from behind. The Boop finds nothing, this Rocket does. Jason will falling down, now he has free reign. Can't quite find Immortality Field. And once they're inside of the point, the Pharah just loses that much value. Because the rest of the team is just going to be weeping on the ground game. And they do insOmnics take the first fight.
See how much harder it is for that front line to kind of get anything done with that one less healer in terms of Sunshine having to support this Pharah. Actually loses his life trying to get back to his team. See how long they stick on this.
That's not the insOmnics looking for a very, very aggressive lamp there. Not gonna have the Immortality Field for the upcoming fight. Mudtruck looking for something again in the backline. Trying to duel the McCree, nothing's gonna come out of it on either side, while the team both be on the point again. Capable looking to shred those shields, and as Bosch falls to violence, Mudtruck already looking for a hard duel, neither finding anything. Finally Mudtruck takes him down, but the ground game is just so strong for insOmnics. They've won every single battle, while the DPS is duel. They still managed to take it. Mudtruck this quarter not gonna have a very long life. Not falls down, and insOmnics still winning the ground game, while Far not quite finding the value they wanted probably. Which is why he's switching, and so is Sunshine.
And the front line for Polar Vortex is just getting they don't have the resources that insOmnics do in terms of just like cohesion up front, setting that and having that support behind them, but they're hiding a lot of difficulties trying to stay alive and sustain throughout these fights. Grab comes out.
Yeah, pushing to 5-6 with window as well. A lot of ultimates. And they still have a lot. They have a nice bank, don't they?
They have a very nice bank. Transcendence is in play. Nothing to speak of really for Vortex other than the Shatter and the Nano Boost. Oh!
Shatter, not gonna find much. But everybody else does. Sheridan now looking for the push. Oh, that is unfortunate. Doesn't quite manage to find a stick onto the wall with Rosaria. But the red is so low. So is Ali, and so is just about everybody else. There was no contest here. insOmnics now are just going to be cleaning up the remaining specks of dust to take their point. Get away from our points, insOmnics. We're going to the third one.
insOmnics looking great on the second point. You know, personally, I feel like Control Center is the odd one out
Score
in terms of Lijiang Tower maps.
to 1.
I think Night Market and Garden, you know, I feel like, you know, if you're winning one, you probably are gonna do just as good on the other. In my opinion, I think Control Center is just a lot different playstyle. These two, however, you know, very wide open, a lot of space. They tried to take advantage of it. You know, Polar Vortex tried to take advantage of it with Pharah with Tracer. They just didn't have the front line and the sustainability that you would get with, say, a dive comp. Give you that mobility and jump on these targets, because nothing was really in danger of being kind of bursted down on the side of insOmnics.
Yeah.
We do see this more traditional May Reaper coming out, or Polar Vortex. It is map 3, game 1, best of 3 series, last series.
I like seeing them off the Pharah, definitely. The Brawl composition mirror might favor The Polar Vortex here, but not if Belly is. Belly definitely popping in there with a charge. Montrek already find a headshot on Jelly. Got him. No lamp is going to be a tough one for this fight. Looking to push through a choke, but they're going to get walled off. It's just so tough to push through it. Pancake doing something. Finds Liana at the very end. You know, that's a good pick. Might help out in the recontest. Eventually just jumps off. insOmnics cutting their losses. And finally, Polar Vortex showing signs of life.
Wolf swapping from the McCree into the Reaper, looking for that extra bit of damage on point.
Enemies here.
They're playing full mirrors outside of the board line. That Discord might do a lot of damage as well as utility from the T's. However, you don't have the speed and you don't have the heals. Very good walls as well as you're saying. Lamp gotta keep some people alive though. Jelly got a dozen die to what would have been certain death with that freeze. And now just a wall is gonna come down to take the fight back to the point. But without the wall now on the point, it's gonna be that much tougher for them to out. Wolf looking for a lot of damage onto the enemy shield. The Blizzard though is gonna be exactly what they needed. 3 fall. And those Sunshine catches a fire strike in the face. The rest of the team just has to fall back for insOmnics. Very nice job again from Polar Vortex. Looking a lot more convincing.
Wait a minute.
Big Shatter does to try and take down one. Kieran fighting 4 o'clock. It could be a good pick to begin the fight, but they get walled off and Montrek is coming back. Pancake uses the Transcendence to continue the push for
There's no nade, there's no Ana.
There is no nade. They're gonna keep pushing down. Looking to find the Reaper, they're not going to. They're going to eventually, but not without the price. Pancake falling. Montrek finding another. Completely even fight now. Little scrappy, but we're towards the end. Montrek looking for the duel against Wolf. This is tough, but they're not going to be finding anything. Everybody's everywhere. They managed to get to the point. Montrek looking for a freeze. Kieran gonna fall so low, but he's getting pocketed as well. Eventually falls down. The Graviton Surge is gonna be countered by the beat from Lucio, looking for a Hail Mary Blizzard right at the end, but everybody's down. And now this is going to be Polar Vortex's map on the Legion Tower.
Yeah, remember what I said about Garden and Night Market? No.
What's new? Castle
What's
Church,
new?
what's new? Yeah, 100-0 now after getting absolutely dominated. They dominated right back on the final point of this map. Push with a little die. Gets a few kills. Very nice play of the game. We are now going into the second map, and now this could be tournament point for Polar Vortex.
This is tournament point for Polar Vortex. They are up 1-0. They need to take the next map in Hanamura, seal this up, go home, the champions. But I think insOmnics have going to be doing their best here to play spoiler to those aspirations as travel to Hanamura.
Absolutely, they are going to be traveling to the land of the cherry blossoms for this possibly final map. Polar Vortex looking to make it happen, while insOmnics are looking to either force a draw again, or more ideally win and force a third and final map.
I'll certainly see. We saw a draw in the second series. Hanamura, they don't call it draw more for nothing.
Don't call it draw more for nothing. They call it that because there's nice drawings on the wall. And science. Is that a robot? I know. Oh, wait. I never noticed that. That's a robot. That's a guy walking a robot by the hand.
Look at that. You play this game for so many years, and you still learn something new every day. You know what? Sometimes you gotta stop and just read the signs if you're playing. You know, next time you queue in the car. Hey team, just look at some signs.
Ready
you know, look at this. There's all these great signs. Someone made these. Someone drew these signs for us. Put this in a corner over here.
Yeah, somebody made that and it went in a corner. Hate to see it.
Hate to see it.
You know what I'd love to see though? It's a match.
Attackers incoming.
We're gonna see some teleports to the point, aren't we?
I would love to see some teleports to point. They're especially good on this map. You know, you can just completely bypass the main choke and get your entire team now sitting on the point and force the defending team to become the attacking team.
I see
To try
pancakes
and
on that
retake the
Ana. We
point.
got Yeah, we got possibly a fat nade coming in.
Yeah, if Pancake stays on the other side of the choke, Ana can definitely get a lot of value with nades as the enemy team turns to the point. These are all, you know, out of their strategies, but when they work, they do so beautifully. Here comes the orb. They know the sim is in play.
Oh wait!
Whoa! They still managed to make it through though. Very nice. The lamp is gonna fall down. Gecko finding it, and now they are onto the point. Can the nades make the difference? Tanking looking for something. The Reinhardt
that's a
counter
big
there
nade.
is the anti-nade, and it is so big. The team is just going to be waltzing through this first point. Very well done by some.
Now that was textbook. For a hot second I thought Mudtruck had the biggest 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 IQ play with that wall denying the teleport. He was just inches short of doing so. I don't even know how that interaction works, if that, if you would completely deny it or not, but I really thought that he made that play. But very smart heads up play. Too bad didn't work out. Metra very strong on that first point. Here they come rolling in on this high ground.
Mudtruck looking now to wall them up. If they're going into the high ground against a Mei, you've got to know that it's very, very tough territory to walk into. And there comes a wall, and there comes the aggressive play. Jordan already falling down. Mudtruck staying alive with a cryo freeze, and they're just going to be cleaning house again and again. Can they get something more? The wall, and Gecko is not quite caught, but almost. I think he's going to make it out. Yeah, Gecko's making it out with his life.
Jukes.
Definitely nice jukes dodging all of those icicles. Violence still sticking to Symmetra. No, he is not. Going to the McCree now, more standard play, and they're going to be looking to waltz in. Again, neither of these teams want to Lucio. Neither of these teams really wants to force a brawl. Both of them are looking to just use their advantages in, the high ground in the case of the Polar Vortex, while the insOmnics are just trying to make it a point, and once they do, they've got heals and they've got utility for days with the Moira and Diana. If they can make it point, which it looks like they are.
Here.
Oh, this might be dangerous. It might be about to snow. Oh, they decided instead to go on Gecko, forcing out a bubble, and here's the blizzard, and everybody's caught, and there's nothing you can do. It is snowing. The Polar Vortex has arrived. Everybody going to be freezing cold and going down. Solid defense again.
Yes, as soon as Mudtruck saw that immortality field go down, it was open season for that blizzard. Nothing else standing in the way of that. Easy win for that fight. However, we have a lot of ultimates coming up on the side of insOmnics. And, both teams, they have the Baptiste, but I think it's going to be a game of baiting out of immortality field and following up some big ults here.
Absolutely, Kieran looking to lead his team again through the lower part. That is good, not to catch all the spam while walking through it. And to manage to make it a point, now Kieran with that Earth Shatter might use the difference again, but the Graviton surge is so large.
Oh, wait a minute.
Looking for Earth Shatter comes out, but so does the pin. So does the anti. Kieran very, very low. Case Wolf, however, trying to make it happen, getting a few kills. But there's a stall, and stalls are so dangerous on Hanamura. The wall not gonna save Mudtruck. Rest of the team, however, is coming out now. Bosch looking for a teleport on point. The pin not gonna quite find anybody, but the Graviton Surge is gonna trap Ellie. 4 o'clock looking for the res.
Oh, they're committing.
Quite find it. Everybody is committing. They're definitely both trying to make it end right here, right now. Gecko gonna be losing his personal bubble, gonna be losing his life for it. And Ellie finally looking to get those swings in and finish up the fight. That is a lot of tick rate, a lot of tickage points down on the ticking clock.
Lots of tickage here as insOmnics are just shy of capping this second point. 2.5 minutes on the clock. They'll be looking to get maybe 2, maybe 3 pushes left if they're quick enough. But right now, Polar Vortex, strong advantage in terms of ultimate economy. However, Pancakes is coming up on that Transcendence. Will be able to negate something there. No Graviton before the Rat as they roll down main this time. Let's see if they try to take that underpass. Yet again, no, they go right through the bridge, get walled off. Fight is on.
This could be dangerous. This could be dangerous. The match coming in. The Blizzard is going to be dropped on the ground. Not quite finding much, but neither is a High Noon, neither is a Shatter. Kieran finally swings down onto Bosch. But Ellie's gonna be coming out on top. 4 o'clock, the Battle Mercy with the 2 picks. Violence and Pancakes both falling to that blaster. Surprising amount of damage.
Surprising amount of damage indeed. Looks like there's some miscommunication there. Kieran was the one being the aggressor, taking the fight all the way to the spawn as his team was split at that first choke.
Gecko falling so late is actually quite bad for the insOmnics because they look to regroup again. Might
looks
make
like
their
they have
last
only-
fight a very scrappy one.
Only one fight left here.
You got one fight and then a recontest, but that stagger gonna make the recontest that much harder. Kieran still trying to find which way he wants to go. He's looking like they're dead set on going top right. This is taking a long time. This is going to be looking like might be the last fight, and that
Violence
wall
has to
might
be
spell the
careful.
end at the beginning. Violence finds a pick. He's not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in with Violence. They find the Graviton Surge as well. Pancake still has a Transcendence to counter anything that might be needed. The Elusive Beat is going to be keeping everybody up, but so is the Transcendence. The Shatter not finding quite anything. Getting pinned, but the Bubble's going to save him. More kills coming out on the side of insOmnics, but that Blizzard means that Violence is going to go down, and that's not a lot of damage remaining for the team. Valkyrie for 4 o'clock is going to be taking down Wolf. Keep shooting onto the Flying Mercy. There's so little time, and nobody's going to get it. 39 seconds left on the clock. insOmnics take it.
Thrilling finish there. You know,
0 to
I didn't
2.
doubt them for a second.
Switching
I think
sides.
this is just one of those Destiny kind of games. You know, I think we're going to see just some really hard contested
Initiating
overtime. My
match.
prediction is we're going to go to at least another set of maybe 3 or 4 point game here for both teams. You know, 39 seconds, not a lot of time, but just the way the day has been, I don't think that insOmnics is going to be going out without a big fight here.
Absolutely not. Now, on the attack, what is Polar Vortex going to pull out? You might see some cheese. I don't know. It's a powerful strategy for sure, but if it is expected, then it is not that hard to counter.
Ready for battle.
It's looking like they're sticking to their guns. They're choosing a Moira now. A Moira definitely helps out. And slowly but surely, we move towards the meta comp. We're only missing the Diva instead of the Zarya, but you know, having this Moira just does so much more healing for your team, keeping your tanks alive, keeping your DPSs are still pretty brawly frontliners themselves, so they're gonna be benefiting from those kinds of heals as well. Now, what does this remind you of, Randy? You got the speed, you got tanky people, you got a lot of healing.
I don't know, Blitzbolt. I seem to have forgotten what that feels like.
3.
It's the Ghost Revival, baby.
The Goats Revival.
Our place in the sun once more. Goats is back for DPS. And here they come. Bursting through the choke. But Wolf just has something to say about it. Finding Sunshine at the very beginning. Bosch going to be taking down Delegato as well. The trades are coming out and it is getting scrappy in here as both teams are looking to push. That wall going to be holding them off for a little bit longer. And it might just be time to cut your losses and go in with the pick that you've gotten to equalize the fight and have a little advantage on the recontest. It's looking like that's what they're going to be doing. Now, Maywall's going to be crucial. Violence finds it, doesn't quite find anything though. And both teams looking to split each other up, but Wolf's still uncontested. This is where you need a Diva. This is where you need somebody to just go and harass enemy DPS threats, because right now, Wolf is just going to pound on his enemies and finding so much damage, and nobody is saying anything about it.
Wolf, with that dragon already online, Boss just trying to get out with his life, dangerously close to losing it. And here we go, the full combo is online for the side of the insOmnics. Be careful, that wall is still there.
Definitely, Violence hasn't quite found the perfect wall so far on this defense, but it's definitely not impossible to do so. I think he's gonna get them now, and it's definitely always a threat. The counter wall to avoid Violence from getting the first wall in, but it's Grab Dragon, there's nothing you can do about that one. A tail this time, Hanzo, Zarya, death.
Or it might be nice, but that does mean you don't have that back piece that they've been playing, and finding effective there. No beat for Sunshine just yet. Another free win, 2 minutes on the clock. That's Bosch. Oh no, Bosch is gonna go down here.
Yeah, Bosch looking for something more than.
Bearden does. I think he might have charged on the map. This is actually too bad.
Yeah, this could be very, very dangerous. Not having a Reinhardt, and now the immortality field is gonna go down, but so is the Blitz.
Transcendence comes out.
Transcendence gonna save Jelly Gato more than likely, unless he just output a lot of damage. But they just decide to turn on violence. But Wolf is still there, and he's still shooting. However, that beat is gonna mean that he cannot get those signature Hanzo one-shots. He's gonna be looking for the duel against a Reinhardt. Going to be finding it, and here comes the little hand. He's catching the hands for sure, and so is the entirety of Polar Vortex, because insOmnics are coming back with a vengeance. The Graviton Surge not gonna be doing much. And though the rat finds one, the ones find the rat.
The little hand that could.
The little hand that could 4K.
Here comes the little hand.
Again. And now 57.5%. We have one last fight to try and take this first point, or we're gonna force to a map 3 once more.
That combo is online again. There's no beat to speak of. Both. They're gonna expend Blizzard first.
Yeah, they're just stopping them dead in their tracks at the very beginning.
Bosch at 76%, still not finding that Death Blossom.
Yeah, he doesn't, and Gecko has the Graviton. So there's another Grab Dragon combo coming right up, and only 30 seconds left. insOmnics again and again, they just post up defenses that you would not think they could be able of after seeing their attack, but they are so strong on defense.
They're just so disciplined. You know, the ult management is excellent here. Gecko and Wolf with Grab Dragon online, no defensible to speak of. Ellie does have Shatter.
Oh, the wall was the warn themselves off. Never mind. The Dragon Strike goes right through that wall, and there's nothing they can shoot about it with that wall.
Forget about
insOmnics.
overtime. Forget about extra rounds. insOmnics commanding defense there. Very nicely played. Great ult management. Polar Vortex banging their head against the wall there. We're going to game 3.
This is a 10th map, Randy Valor. This is a best of 3 of 3, and it's a 10th map. We are going the distance.
And I still can't tell you any prediction. Everything we've tried to predict has gone completely wrong. The opposite has happened. I don't even know anymore. Caster Curse, call it what you want. Both these teams are playing very, very well. Excited to see what happens as we go to our final map here in Dorado. Again, they could technically tie on a payload map.
They
so
could.
Maybe we could go to 4. Maybe we go to 4.
Why not go to 4?
Why not?
You know, why not? We've gone this far. Let's go to an 11th.
Have a,
More
have
likely
a
than
nice
not.
draw in Dorado here.
More likely than not. This is where all comes down to. insOmnics, Polar Vortex, a marathon of a day, looking for the 10th map in this best of 3 of best of 3.
All
Third best
comes
of 3.
down to this.
Third map. This is it. This is exciting. I
We've
love it.
gone to. I don't think we've had a clean sweep in any of the series. Actually, we had what? It was
Cool.
2-1, 2-1-1, and then here we go. Third map, third series.
Probably gonna be a 2-1, and hopefully.
We will see. We will see.
Now both of those teams have to be feeling the heat, because right now everything you're doing, you know, it's comforting to know that you're so close, but it's also scary to know that everything you've done doesn't really matter anymore. This
Yeah.
is
The mental game definitely comes into play. Like, do you think, you know, sometimes players, and when it comes to these high pressure situations, do or die, maybe they play a little differently, a little more cautious. Maybe that good thing means a bad thing. We'll see if there's a. I think Polar Vortex has really toned down a little bit of aggression as this has went on, as they get punished super hard for it. And insOmnics just they group together. They kind of take advantage of these positioning mistakes. Polar Vortex obviously does the same, but they're doing it a lot more when they have the advantage. They're very good at pushing the envelope once they get that first or second pick and cleaning up fights. insOmnics, however, kind of doing the opposite, having trouble cleaning up some fights, but staying very, very well grouped together throughout the majority of fights. and it's a tale of two different teams here. We've seen some excellent games, and it's coming down to Dorado. And whenever these two teams are ready, we'll be going into our possibly last map of the day.
Possibly, probably, but probably means nothing anymore. In this series, where every probability has just been thrown out the window, man. We've just seen like both of these teams be so close. So congratulations to Tango for balancing the teams, because this is the most balanced WCG I've ever seen. I gotta be honest.
Tengu. Shout out to our players. Big shout out to our coaches. Big shout out to you.
Big shout out to you, Randy.
Thanks, man. Shout outs all around.
Shout out to everybody for making this wonderful community at Chicago Overwatch. We're not going anywhere. We got more to come. We got a Lakeside Showdown 3. That's gonna happen relatively soon, man. It's in a few months. It just seems so like since yesterday we finished Lakeside Showdown 2, but it just creeps up on you, doesn't
it's
it?
February already, believe it or not. Get an extra day though. It's
boy. Oh, phew.
that extra day.
Okay. Gotta make the difference for sure. Yeah. I'm gonna be sure to enjoy my extra day on this earth.
Right, both teams. One team is ready.
One team is ready.
Battle for the Midwest coming up, don't we, Blitzball?
We sure do. 16th of February for the online stages, and February 22nd for the LAN finals.
Traveling to Dorado.
Our
Big collegiate tournament.
Yeah, we got a lot of representation from colleges around
Initiating match.
the Midwest and even farther out from Chicago.
Even
right?
farther out. Yep. We have a lot of interest, but no sign-ups yet, so I'm not gonna leak anything.
No leaks.
No leaks. But we might see some people from out west, perhaps. Where? Who knows? You know what I know? This map. This map is what matters.
Dorado.
This map is all that matters.
This is do or die for both teams. 1-1 tied up in this. It is for all the marbles here as we see.
Every single marble.
Every
will
single
be
marble.
in. Every single marble to be played here, and now all of these players are putting out the best shot. insOmnics sticking to what they know. Bap Zen, May, Brian Zario, there's the Reaper.
Now you think we're sticking with the Zen here because they're the insOmnics. Kind of do it for the
Oh, it's teams, yeah, of course. What are you gonna do? Name your team insOmnics and not play insOmnics? On
I will
the
say,
other,
then seems like he's in a pretty decent spot right now. I haven't been able to see Ben for months. It seems like
he's
right now.
good. Other supports are just better. That's the only issue. But
story of my life.
I know, right?
3,
Mom and dad, a girl.
1.
But on the other side, we see Ellie on the Sigma.
Escort the payload.
This is a interesting choice for sure. We haven't seen Ellie play much Sigma throughout the day, and he's going for it and pulling it out on the last, all the marbles, very important match. So this might be, throwing a curveball, but it might pay off, and I hope to see it pay off.
Sunshine
But
eating that
Sunshine,
fire strike.
yeah, this is gonna make it tough, and Reinhardt just falling into the thick of things. So Mud Truck is on the backline, and so
Just doing mud truck things.
Yeah, looking to land a couple shots. Doesn't quite manage. Pancakes taking cover behind the payload. Bosch finds one. Much
he's gonna be
looking to get a health pack.
Super staggered. This is bad. This is not the play.
I think they're looking
We've
for a
seen
pincer
this
attack.
before.
This is all they've got. Can he get a little bit of a spawn kill? And that he can do. Can the attacks make it though? No, they cannot. So that doesn't quite matter. As they've done it, and now Gecko's gonna be bursting in with his huge bubble. And just absolutely cooking with a microwave gun. Much are gonna be falling, and Polar Vortex on the back pedal, but they're actually trying to hold, which I don't think is a good idea when you fight in 5v6.
See, that was a nice name by 4 o'clock. No follow-up, however. Both teams posturing up. Reinhardt swinging away. The wall comes down. The rat goes down. Sunshine needs to get out of there. 4 o'clock going down, and Polar Vortex on the back pedal. Momentum strongly on the side of insOmnics, carrying it forward from their last map.
Absolutely, insOmnics continue the reign of terror, the path of destruction that they've been on. The wall boosts himself up. No violence, you can't do that unless you get boosted up by the enemy Lucio. That's gonna help out for sure. He doesn't quite find it. Here comes a high noon. Can I get anything?
Can't-
He gets boosted
can't.
up! What a play! The May boosted up Mudtruck, and he continues clicking away. And there's the 5th, and there's the 6th. Mudtruck.
Mudtruck with Violence with the assist there. Unfortunate wall placement. Love the idea, but just boosted him up, got over the team. The Transcendence won't do anything against that one-shot kill potential of that 12 p.m. It's high noon Mudtruck.
The highest noon, he was high up in the sky. That May wall. Helping him out, take his entire team down. It's
1
2A. Mudtruck still managed to make it, so Graviton is gonna be shot from a long distance and eaten by the grasp by Ellie. That's gonna suck for Gecko, but here comes the Gravitic Flux. No Graviton? Yes, Gravitic. Having a little trouble there, Bosch. And with that Immortality Field, he's only gonna find one Angelicato outside of it. Still, Wolf is deciding to go for it. Ellie is gonna be looking for more. Kieran now on the Winston. Now this is something new. And he's gonna get trapped and he's gonna get chunked down, but here comes the Blizzard as well. Violence! He is Violence self taking down one, but Mudtruck and Ellie answering right back, and the spawns are so close. Ellie's already back. And the high noon by Kieran. It's the Electric Cowboy again. He's gonna be clicking and tapping away. Just doing what he does. Gecko accepts his fate.
Truck showing why he is the strongest DPS right now in this series. Getting these nano boosts, going Electric Cowboy, halfway to another high noon. This man has gotten like what, 6 or 7 high noon kills in the past like minute?
Too many.
Looking for more.
Stop. Hitting like a Mudtruck, taking down those tanks already, chunking them down.
Good to see Gecko back onto this D.Va. Very strong D.Va player in Gecko.
Yeah, and very good pick, and shutting down when a DPS threat like Mudtruck might be. Pancakes, keeping herself and her team alive with the Transcendence. Looking for a die, but the Graph is going to avoid that. But still, it looks like that the insOmnics are still making it happen. No matter the Graphs, no matter the dodge golds, they still win the fight in an extremely convincing manner. All 6 members up as they walk the card through the second point.
3.5 minutes for insOmnics. Plenty of time, great time so far on this push. Low spawn for Ellie, formerly known as Gallywix.
Yes, this is the artist formerly known as Gallywix. Now looking for more.
Known as Necro.
It is also former. Looking for a flank now as Balance looks to split up the enemy team. The wall cooldown coming up really fast. Gonna keep himself alive through the Gravitic Flux. Gecko's still gonna fall to it. Although there is the absence of Reinhardt now after that Fire Strike. Sunshine keeping everybody alive with the beat.
Bosch looking
But
for the
here
Zenyatta.
comes Bosch. Dun. He's in the back line. He doesn't quite find it. You want to see it happen, but Bosch is actually without a Wraith form now. Still, there's the proverbial high noon kill from Mudtruck. He comes in, flash down with Geligato, takes her down, and now it's all on the back pedal for the insOmnics. Finally, some stability is found on the side of the polar vortex.
Now it might be
We need to
Well.
move the payload.
not too little too late, but plenty of ultimates coming online for the side of insOmnics. Definitely coming into it with an ult advantage into the next fight. 2 minutes left on the clock. Transcendence is online. Quick pick on Ellie. That's a big nade. These nades have been so fat.
Yeah, this has to be the Polar Vortex's finest hour to win this out. 5v6, they've got a massive ultimate disadvantage as well. Or they can try and build their own really fast because they're not too far though.
Oh, the counter shatter!
No charging allowed here. Violence as well with his Blizzard, and everybody's going to go down. But remember, this is not remotely over. You still got the Blossom. You still got
4
the
o'clock is
Coalescence.
going to be in a bad
And you-
spot right here.
Yeah, 4 o'clock gonna go down real fast, and the Graviton Surge to
Hold
keep
the
everybody
wall,
out.
they might
Hold
even
the
be able
wall
to
as well.
contest.
They just walk it through. They just walk it in, and the insOmnics with a minute and a half, and for good measure, a quad kill. Like
Score.
Beautifully done by
3.
insOmnics. Minute and a half.
Sides.
Gonna be plenty of time. Well, we gotta see what Polar Vortex does here, but
Initiating
honestly, I think
match.
insOmnics playing out of their mind right now. Polar Vortex need to regroup, recharge mentally, forget about the past, short memory. Here we go. You're back against the wall here. You gotta get a full push They have some time left in the bank to push again. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know if we're gonna see some switches in composition, if we're gonna see something different, if we're gonna see more of the same. I don't know what is going on anymore with this bowl. I cannot make another cannot be wrong another time. My self-esteem is at an all-time low. I cannot get anything right here in this game because both these teams are just making plays left and right.
Ready for battle.
And looks like we're about to find out who's going to be the champion here of Windy City Gauntlet 2.
Who can blame you about being wrong? All of our expectations have been subverted throughout this morning. We've seen it happen. We've seen it all happen. From we saw the beginning be what looked like almost an easy game from the Polar Vortex, and then take it back from the insOmnics, and the Polar Vortex took it back, and then they drew, and the insOmnics took it back again, and then they.
And now we have
Two
Genji.
maps, and now we have Genji. Why not? Mudtruck, hit us with the Genji. Nothing's. I'm done. There's. What can surprise me anymore?
I just wanna
Nothing
see
makes
Nanoblade.
sense. Give me the Nanoblade Mudtruck. I want to see it.
I want a
Nothing makes
6K
sense.
Nanoblade.
Let's go, Mudtruck. I want Genji players unite. Now, this, I gotta remind you though, is the Omnics defense. The insOmnics defense has been spotless throughout the morning. They've played so well in defense. They're so disciplined. They're already rotating out. Nobody's getting caught out. Hazel finding the pick on Mudtruck as well. They are going to push through it. Gecko gets anti and back they pull. Even when they have the advantage, they recognize when things could get hairy. They fall back and they only take the fights that they know are going to be advantageous, and that helped them so much on the defensive side of these maps as they go again and again, and they push their advantage, stop the Polar Vortex in its track. It's not getting cold today. They are going to be stopped at the choke again. Mudtruck looking for something more and trying to build up his blade, but it is so hard.
Ace Wolf is doing his best Mudtruck impression on that high ground, getting some free shots. Down onto the side of the Polar Vortex, Mudtruck says, nope, that's my thing.
Nano gonna be coming on as well. Nice deflect. Actually, that is what you need to build up the blade quickly.
Nano is up as well. They're going to be
Yeah.
pretty much on the same timing here. We're going to see a Nano Blade soon, I think.
And there will be no immortality field. It was just used by the Graviton Surge, however. Now that's gonna be a big, important.
Can't blade it to
Down.
death. Nice shatter.
Shatter and Gravity, all they're gonna need. Nanoblade is online. Make us dream, Mudtruck. We want to see it.
Now you will start to wonder if that's going to bite things, where you expend both Shatter and Grab. You shouldn't need to, in my opinion, for most of these fights to have to use both very strong ults. And you see almost 6 ults online for Polar Vortex.
Gonna see some particles for sure. Hans is gonna fall down at the very beginning before the Nanoblade is even invested. First immortality field is going to go down, and there's the rest. Here's the Nanoblade. But here's the Transcendence, and there's nothing they can do about it. There's the Transcendence. There's the immortality field. What are you gonna do if you're Genji? But just sit down and get cooked by Gecko once more. Spending a lot of ultimates on the side of the insOmnics though. While there's
Transcendence, Immortality Field.
it's
Sorry,
it.
Genji.
I
Still
miss
not
you, Genji.
quite there. I miss you, but oh, it's just too much to get through.
Too much to get through. What used to be a team fight all, team wipe all just now. You know, wasted all. No one likes it or not. It's so hard to get value out of it. And now 4 ultimates still on the side of the Polar Vortex. If they're gonna make it happen, they're gonna
Rat's
make it
going
happen
for a
now.
flank shatter here, maybe. No.
They're gonna have to make it happen now. 1 minute left on the clock. He is so low. Managed to find the shatter, but he is very low. And Kieran goes in. Strong pin to save his team. And the insOmnics are still on the accelerator. They're pushing the throttle. Sunshine gonna get caught out. Gonna fall. 40 seconds left. You have the grab.
Oh,
You have
here's
the window. You have
another
the tire.
big stagger. This is going to be terrible news for Polar Vortex. 30 seconds left. Tournament life on the line.
This is a battle of combos. You have the tire and you have the grab. But on the other side, you have the dragon and you have the grab.
And you have the Immortality Field. If Jelly Gods could stay patient here.
Yeah, Jelly God are going to be instrumental in saving her team. from the tire of Bosch. Mud truck already falling. You gotta take the 5v6. Here comes the Graviton Surge. Bosch might not even get to use his tire, and he does not. Queso Wolf with the 2 kills. Kieran, and now the grab comes out, but it is over. All hail our robot overlords. The insOmnics are going to be your WCG2 champions.
Congratulations to the insOmnics. What a series, what a day.
Of the game.
My truck getting the play of the game. Seen this all day long, but it was not enough to vanquish the insOmnics. Oh my god, this is beautiful.
Watch it again, but not quite enough. Very good stuff to all the players on both teams, but insOmnics, after a very, very hard-fought 3 best-of-3s, they take it to the final end. They go the distance after being on the brink of elimination. They still manage to hold strong, and it is over.
And
It's
it's
done.
over. That is it, folks. Thank you for joining us. If you are watching at home, again, I'm Randy. This is Blitzbolt. We are Chicago Overwatch. If you like what you see, you can come join our community Discord. Check out our website, ChicagoOverwatch.com. Follow us on social media. Stay up to date on all of our upcoming events. We have a lot of great stuff in store this year for 2020. Again, thank you everyone for joining. Thank you, Blitzbolt. And
Thank you for having me. Love to do this.
It's been a hell of a series, man. It's been a hell of a day. Congrats to both teams. Congrats to insOmnics. Your Windy City Gauntlet 2 champions. And with that, we will be signing off. Catch you guys next time.
Remember, if you're from Chicago or the area, come through.
Come
Love to
through.
play some Overwatch with you.